All right, and welcome everybody to this week's I forgot the name of the stream of Petty Squabbles and Monster Hunter Story. This is Group A, aka the Black Nergigantes, where I guess we'll do a recap is what we'll do really fast for you guys. So on a quick recap for those who didn't see last episode, and for a reminder for the group playing, you were sent on a mission to track down a wizard by the name of Rewix, who was requested by your guild manager to come and investigate the purple vial that you found on the poacher when you last fought a Kieran that was inflicted in purple and was refusing to go back from wherever it once was. After some time of following the trail from the Poke Village to Burna, you tracked down Rewix in a location that I'm not going to specify, just in case the other players are listening, because we have two games. Eventually rescuing him at the end of the last session and heading back towards. Actually, that's kind of where we're at. You finished the fight and you ended up with Rewix in a location where we're going to go to now. So if you're watching from the other game, GTFO.
That's fair.
Let's drag us over here.
I think we'd already left, if I remember correctly, or we were about to leave.
Yeah, we already got the wagon start ready to leave.
Yeah, I think that's where we left off. Was we're getting ready to go. So
after many angry words with a metallic dragon.
Yes.
Subpar Dragonborn.
So you are at this point. We'll start us in the town, I guess, and say as you guys are getting ready to leave. Is there anything else you wanted to just do in town really fast before you go? I do remember you have the bartender, you have the bar wench, the waitress. Her name was
Yeah, I need that info from the bartender about his family and where they are.
I definitely did that. They're in Riveroo. I do not have the names because I forgot. I was busy doing other things. I apologize. Not Shauna.
Unforgivable.
I don't remember. We don't have a name for the bar. The waitress. So, but either way, you have him and a couple other random people. You had 5 people in your cart because you guys were going to walk. As you had your paladin, which is Shaseth. Find Steed, which was a Popo, I believe.
Yeah.
I think it was Popo. Yeah. Dragging the wagon along.
We had the captive, right?
Yeah, you do have the captive, which was a random.
It was Steve.
Yeah, it was Steve. No, yes, it was Steve. There's a different one in a different game, which is Rickardson. I'm pretty sure is what it was. Because that's how it ended up being. So, you have the captive, you have the other, I guess in this case you have 4 other people with you, which includes the bartender and the waitress. And then 2 randoms that you are taking with you. And then at that same point, Steel Talon is now kind of prepping, trying to evacuate this village, in preparation of what's going to happen. Now that someone escaped and that the situation he was in, which is what the argument was about last week. So you guys are getting ready to pull away. Is there any last things you want to do, talk about before you start making your way back to Poke Village with Rewix?
Do we grab the cat?
Sure.
Yeah, we have the cat.
You grab the cat. The cat's with you guys again.
Nail up my
I should probably
evacuation plan onto his door.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have an auto hammer? So you just put there just.
No, I just Gerathor's head.
Watch Gerathor just charge forward and headbutt it. It blows through the door.
I'm not paying for it.
I mend it.
Okay. You guys see Gerathor usually see exasperated look from Shauna inside. It's just gathering things and and then we see it kind of just close up as it's mended.
I'm giving like I'm so very sorry for this. That was not the intention.
Okay. We also didn't do a mic check, I don't think, for you, Mage. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
I'm here.
Just making sure. I'm like, we haven't actually heard you talk, so I don't know if your mic was working or anything. So, all right, so you get ready to head out. Are we going with the same roles as we did last time with the group? Which would be missing.
Eyeballs, why?
I don't have them. Well,
You don't have eyeballs?
nope, no eyeballs.
That sucks.
It does.
I believe I was spotter.
Yeah, I was just trying to see if there it is. I was trying to find. I duplicated the other one, so I kind of have the same setup on your guys's.
It was
Edit.
definitely the Blazer of Trails.
Blazer or something.
So Gerathor is the trailblazer. You were saying, Shaseth, that you're the artisan?
No, I'm the spotter.
Spotter. Who was our scout? I think that was Flight. I'm pretty sure.
The fastest.
And that, yeah, and then the artesian, as Mage calls it, is the artesian.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Have that set there now. Okay, so as we begin our journey, I need to grab my dice. My dice. And I need Gerathor to please make me a Trailblazer check as we head to the world map. Boop. Ooh, I zoomed out way too far. Oh god, now it's changing the zoom on my actual Chrome. That was like 250%. That was not good. Why are there random like dice things there? Go away.
Nothing going right already.
It's a professional stream. Okay, so you are currently on the map in Gormsey Village. You have every 2 squares is a day. So if you're going at a normal pace, it'll take you go 2 squares every day. If you go at a slower pace, you'll go about a square and a half. If you go at a fast pace, it is 2.5 squares, effectively. If you're going at a fast pace, which realistically, with the group you have, the wagon and all the people, they probably can't handle that. But at the end of every day, you'll make a Constitution saving throw. And if you fail it, you take a level of exhaustion. You have, and you guys refer, go ahead.
Wouldn't they not matter? Because we have a cart. And
I mean, that's
Popo
true.
dragging it?
That is true. Your
would
fine
mainly just be
steed would
us.
need to.
Just gotta make sure the fine steed doesn't die.
You can just bring him back.
Yeah, so that
I have
is.
the spot prepared.
Yeah, because as I would say in this case, since you guys had you took a rest before you left, I'm
Yeah, we
assuming.
took a long
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah. We
So yeah, whatever you have
Better.
prepped now for spells is what you'll have for the trip to Poke Village, or unless you guys get off track somewhere for some reason.
did. Yeah,
Prepping
I don't
spells.
think we need to rush unless what's his name believes that we should rush. Ruix.
Bruce kind of looks and looks at you. No, I don't think there's any reason to rush. I think we have. I mean, the goal is just to get there. If we get there any faster, it's not going to change what I find. So, I think we're okay in that aspect.
Exactly.
The only thing I'd be maybe considered about is, and he kind of points to the bartender, your friend, and his worries. But I believe you said you already sent a message about that, correct?
I think we did.
I think so. We sent a familiar out. We don't know if it
You
got
did.
there.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You're right. Let's be safe. And he just kind of starts. He doesn't say anything, but he's kind of, do you have to say anything with that spell? Let's find out. As Ruix pulls out a scroll from his supplies that he regathered up. You send a short message to a creature, blah, blah. The creature hears the message and its mind recognizes you as a sender. It knows you. So Rewix does a quick 25-word like thing about to somebody. You hear him speaking about it to someone somewhere, and he goes, he kind of just like sits there, kind of nods his head for a minute. Okay, they're aware. They'll look into it as he just kind of nods to Gerathor.
Thanks, Rewix.
Not a problem.
Let's go.
All right. Okay. So, as you take your first day of the journey, you travel. What's up?
Oh, nothing. I'm just messing around with the little FX.
Gotcha. So you travel for your first day fairly uneventfully. As there's some little discussions in the wagon about what are they gonna do. They some of them feel like they're starting over again. They only have like a small amount of supplies, but they at least, based off of what they've understood, they're pretty grateful, especially with the bartender explaining the situation and all that type of stuff, and how the town society themselves are basically funding that village and threatening them the entire time. So, but other than that, there's not really much that goes on. It's pretty quiet. You see a couple birds fly over, maybe in a far distance off. Like we see mini orc like zoom in with his little binocular goggles, and sees like a Raytheon like flying off in the distance. But nothing really important happens. But let's go ahead and have our scout find us a safe place to rest for the night. If you would
It's the same Rathian as last time.
That was one of the questions I was going to ask.
Who
Since
knows?
He can zoom in 2 feet. He can zoom into 2 feet with the clear vision.
It's a few miles away, so you can make clear that it's a Raytheon, but you can't make clear if it's like right there, like any like real details on its body.
Oh, okay.
But so my scout, if you would give me allow investigation, perception, and a stealth. So perception or investigation, and then a stealth check.
That was me, if I remember correctly.
I believe so. As you go looking for a place to rest for the night that is safe and secure. Yep.
I get advantage.
Why do you get advantage on investigation?
Nope. I thought I got advantage of this one. Never mind.
Okay. So Evan, so you look around. The spot you find looks good to you. It's getting dark. You have a lot of people. It's a lot harder to find a spot. Yeah, and a stealth. Let's see how well you're how hidden it is. Yeah. So you definitely think you find a place to hide the cart. The popo starts like munching on the grass. And everybody kind of settles down for the night.
Which will cast alarm for us.
Okay. And then I guess during this night, do you guys anybody want to talk to any of the people in the cart? Do you want to talk amongst yourselves? Which kind
The
of
only thing I would want to do is just trade notes with Rewix if he's ever willing.
right, and you made a
He's the only
roll.
other wizard.
So right, Rewix was looking through your spell book, is what he was looking through.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like a time where you're comfortable for letting him look, and he's kind of going over it as I steal your character sheet.
Every spell with the W is a wizard spell because I needed to keep track of them specifically.
That makes sense. That's a good way to do it. So I think he looks and goes, yeah, there's a few spells in here that I would be interested in. And he kind of points out 3 of them, and he obviously doesn't he can kind of read them, but not well enough to really decipher them by just a one few minute glance at them. But he points to the both Tasha's spells, and he points to over to most of these he would have. You know what? Let's go with the grease spell. Is what he would be interested in. So he goes like that, and he goes, for that, I will offer you, and he kind of points to this one spell right here. Give me an Arcana check. Let's see if you can decipher kind of what it is.
If it's not counterspell, he's not interested.
I mean, if you have a specific thing you're looking for that you've seen him do, that could definitely be it. Because that is not what I was going to offer. A 12. The only thing you can see really decipher that it starts with a C.
No way, it's counterspell.
You wouldn't mind if I study it overnight, would you? This arcane text from each wizard varies so often. It'd take me a while to truly study and decipher.
I mean, I guess this one might be a bit beyond your power for now, though. But you can definitely get it in your book, I think. So so for I think for the next for this little travel for the next couple days, he's gonna let you try to decipher this spell and see if you can. He kind of looks and goes, if you can decipher that one, then I will offer you one additional one, just to test your prowess.
Nice.
So, but if you don't discover it, and you don't get it, because obviously you can't write it down.
Fair trade.
Okay. So, I'll go ahead and make me, since that was just an initial little test there with that 12 to see if you could tell what it was a little bit. Let's go and see how that first night goes. Go and give me another Arcana check as you spend most of the night probably in silence in your tent trying to figure out what this spell is. I just realized my chat's had. Oh, I don't have chatbot on.
Can I have my Kahootie help me?
How is
Since he's-
Kahootie going to help you decipher?
Because it's technically a fae. They're not actual, they're normal things since they are familiars. He's just taking the form of an owl.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think I also... Oh, yeah, I can use the spell Comprehend Languages to help myself.
For an hour.
I don't think comprehend languages would work with spell arcane runes, realistically. But I will I'll let Kahootie give you. You can have a +2 with Kahootie. I don't want to give you a full advantage. So you get you get the midway. You get the average with him. 25. Okay. So you definitely start to
27.
Yeah, you start to unravel most of the spell at this point. You're starting to understand what a lot of these things mean. I'm gonna avoid giving you any more details until you figure out until you know what the spell is. But you've definitely deciphered most of it in this first night when you've really had some time to sit down for an hour and just really go through it. Especially being you're a kind of
Order of the Scribe.
That's what I was gonna say, scribe, but I couldn't remember exactly what it was. So you get most of it down. And just a last little chunk that you're struggling with, that's the final part of the the incantation. So that's kind of what you do for that night. Gerathor, Shaseth, Flight, anything you guys do for the rest of the night? While the villagers.
After I set my ritual up,
Mhm.
Mini Orc will keep watch for me since I'm going to get a nice full rest.
Okay.
Do we need more than one watch with Mini Orc or?
Since he does not sleep because he's an automaton. But he is only Mini Orc, and his dark vision only goes out so far. So you guys can stay up if you like. But Mini Orc is just a consistent watcher. Along with my alarm, which if the alarm gets triggered, it wakes me up.
Right, and the alarm is in a 20-foot cube. Okay.
It will. I have it set to ding me, and not the stupidly loud blaring one.
Okay, so a 20-foot cube would give you
10
enough space for 5 villagers. So there's 16 blocks. 20-foot cube. So the villagers, U4, so that's 9. That includes the prisoner. I would.
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, there's enough. I was trying to determine if there was enough for the cart and for the popo. but there is you guys are definitely confining yourselves a bit in that area, but there is enough for everybody to be in comfortably enough.
I'm gonna ask someone who's much more nature oriented than me. Is there any smells that you know that most of these creatures would not want to be near? Perhaps a Congalala or such.
I wouldn't want to be near a Congalala.
Yes, but creatures of this area that they wouldn't know the smell of and not go near.
I don't know. Nature's not my thing. Maybe Mage.
It's not my thing either.
I feel like I'd be busy studying the text.
You look at Mage, he's just like,
We are
focused
three
in.
wicks.
Rewix, do you happen to know of any creatures around this area? You know creatures around this area probably decently well.
Yeah, I've read a lot.
Do
Let's
you know
see.
of any smells from other monsters that the other creatures would tend to avoid, or perhaps plant life and such like that?
Not particularly. It's not really my field of study. I'm sorry to say.
Let's see.
Oh, that was a random roll.
Well, his initiative, he's fighting someone.
I need you
Funny.
all to roll for initiative as Rewick betrays you all.
Classic.
I would suck. All right, so I'm just gonna make I want to make a smell. I want to make one of my little fun little rock things here and spread them around the area. They all just smell like skunk.
You start hearing complaints from within the.
They're not meant to be. They're not. I'm trying to place them downwind, so they're blowing away from us.
That means you don't. Okay. Roll me a d20 for me, if you would, please. So you place them downwind, and sometime during the night, the wind changes directions, and you start hearing a bunch of people start like gagging and like, oh, what is that smell? Just constant. What do you do, Flight?
Oh well, I'm in a tree, so it's not getting to me. The only thing I can do to help them is mini work will fly down and give them like makeshift masks that they can wear made of leaves and such.
Okay.
And if they are going to complain about it after that, then oh well.
Have Mini Orc give me a perception check, as you know, everybody gets their masks and you all go back to bed and whatnot. Mini Orc, you Flight, you wake up to Mini Orc shaking you awake and pointing, and he's pointing at a one of the red shirt villagers that has walked out of the safety of your alarm spell to try to get away from the smell. And it's like sleeping like 10-15 feet outside of the area.
I want to have Mini Orc fly that mask down and just land on his shoulder.
Okay. So Mini Orc lands on the villager's shoulder.
Or that.
Wow. And then the villager suddenly gets really big.
Or really small.
So go ahead.
So see that happen.
Gotta readjust this. So Mini Orc lands on his shoulder.
Hands him his leaf face mask, and you just hear him say "social distance."
He puts the mask on and then goes back to sleep outside the alarm area.
You hear him say, "If you want to be eaten by a Congalala."
His eyes open up and he kind of sits up and he starts looking around in a panic.
And then I would recommend you get back in the circle.
Slowly starts crawling, like army crawling towards it while looking around. He eventually makes
Or
it back
red
to the
shirt,
space.
This is his fault.
But he makes it. He goes back in, yeah, and he does not leave, though he deals with the smell the entire time.
We all make sacrifices. The only
Yeah.
sacrifice I had to make is I had to wake up for 5 minutes to make a mask.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna everybody roll me a d20. Let's see how well the villagers slept for the night with the smell of skunk through most of it. You're each effectively a villager in this case.
Well, I'm in the tree, so it doesn't matter.
These are for the villagers specifically. These are not for your own characters.
Do I get advantage because mask?
No,
Darn it.
they got to sleep because of the mask.
Yay.
Okay, I made him a roll for one. Also, I'm missing one roll, a d20 from Mage.
It's just standard D20, 120 D20.
Yep.
There you go.
Okay.
Fixing the spell slots. I didn't realize all the second level spells, and I think the third level spells are also all wizard.
Ah. Well, in this case, none of them suffer from level exhaustion. They all kind of trek through. One looks pretty tired in the morning, but he succeeded on his con save.
You can sleep on the cart.
Yep.
I make the equivalent of Aarakocra coffee.
Okay. All right, that works.
Don't ask where it comes from.
I made it out of mushrooms.
Hmm.
And Gerathor run. Nothing energizes you much like a Latreon blood shake.
My bot broke. I don't know what my password is.
As we're walking around, I'm like, so Gerathor, I came up with a few new ways to give you that enhancement drug I've been giving you for a while now.
What was that?
I found a few new ways to give you that enhancement drug other than powder and stabbing you.
Snort a
I'm
line.
not taking a suppository.
I put one of the pills back.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Oh, I have this." I pull out a patch.
Patches work.
It's only a prototype, so I'll have to get around the other one eventually.
You shove something behind my tail, you won't live to see it happen.
Big fly. He's like, "Yeah, sure. I've heard that before."
Use it on Mage.
No, he has pants on.
And we don't.
Do you? From one of the pictures I see, you guys don't.
Who wears pants?
The armor only covers the torso.
The other that is trying to make a lotion, but I don't know how haste lotion is going to work.
Haste
But
in a
again, you
can.
smell like it. What was that?
Haste in a can. You slam it.
I need more time to make the can. Don't get the medals.
Okay.
I suppose
Oh, I
better
get-
go on day 2 then.
Then again, I guess I could start scrapping all those unwanted swords and the things I have here.
My bot's broken. No bot today. Sorry, guys. Trying to unbreak it, and it doesn't want to be unbroken. I'll mess with it. I'll mess with it after this game.
After Gerathor said he didn't want the suppository, I wouldn't use it on the bot. The bot gave up today.
So,
Cam.
so I was trying to fix most of that. So I wasn't paying attention to too much of what you guys were talking about, but I know it was a lot of suppository talk and other things, so which works out fine because I could ignore that. But was there anything you guys asked me?
No, I think it's just time to move on.
Okay,
Move
Gerathor,
on.
go and give me another Trailblazer check, and let's see how the next day or this next day goes. Actually, make it a disadvantage for me really fast, Gerathor. I apologize.
No, disadvantage.
Well, the reason about halfway through the day, you all start to hear very loud snoring from inside of the cart. From the one
Think
man.
snoring's gonna take into effect of how I sleep.
It's going to affect the random encounter, potentially.
All right.
which is why I was going to have disadvantage. That's really the main reason, or the potential chance at a random encounter.
Well, it's a 25 and a 30.
Yeah. So you spend your the next day or so, about halfway through, you start hearing loud snoring from the one person who had a real tough time sleeping last night because of that skunk smell. And everybody, in the car is just kind of, ignoring it, not really thinking about what that may or may not cause. And you all realize it, but you've been keeping an eye out for most of the day and haven't really seen anything that seems dangerous at all. Oh, that reminds me, my artesian, if you wish to find a resource, it's a plant, an herb, an insect, anything that's edible, you can find one on the loot table or the resource table.
Can't go wrong with plants.
Okay.
Let's look for a plant. Is it just D6?
It's a D6, yep.
Wow.
And that is for this
One.
location you're currently in. We're on here. You find an herb for the first day. You can go ahead and find another one for the second day too. And you find a nullberry.
Nice. Am I putting that down, or does it go somewhere else?
It's up to you guys, and it's your group.
You
I
can
can
roll
put it
one.
in the I can put it in the group inventory I have here.
Yeah.
Yep. So, the day goes by, at least the first half day. Then you have the snoring. Nothing seems to. It seems to be fairly quiet in the area, compared to when you left and came back originally. No real dangers, nothing really to be concerned about as your second day goes by fairly peacefully. Go ahead and give me a investigation perception check, flight for finding a place to rest for the night, and make me. The bot's broken, Moko. It's not going to work right now. I'll fix it later.
Investigation perception, you said?
Yep, either one, and then I need a stealth check.
All right, I remember why I had I was supposed to be advantage on perception because I have mini orc covering. 14 for that,
Okay.
and then stealth.
Okay. So flight finds you another kind of space between, because you are in flat plains for the most part, but there are a little bit of rolling hills here and there. And flight finds a nice spot between two of these hills that seems to be deep enough to hide you from anything that's on land, though there's no real way to hide from above. But this is the kind of the best situation that you can make. As you set up your alarms, you kind of rest for the night. The one person who was snoring probably got like a good 4-hour nap in during the day, so he's up a little bit later than everybody else, but it's not too bad. Flight, do you try to set up the skunk little things again?
No, because if we're in a null area, skunks would be over here.
Okay. And then we have.
I use the sickening sweet of smell of fresh manure, so you just can lure in some bugs.
You are like the worst companion ever.
I'm a bird. This
can't
is what
smell
they
it.
like.
he can't smell it.
You're right.
Also, like I set it up this time that they'll be activated on proximity.
Okay.
And anything that's not any of the people in this group, it will set off this time within 5 feet of it.
Okay. So then go ahead and give me an Arcana check, Mage, as you spend another hour of the night looking through that spell you're trying to decipher. 11. That last line is really fucking with you. You are not sure if you're able to get this or not. Not tonight, at least. You spend your hour and you just kind of close the book and sigh as you thought you were going to have it tonight, and you hand the book back to Rewix. You still got tomorrow.
Did I notice a spell was looking at it from where my purchase?
I mean, Mage, would you be in a spot where Flight could see you studying? I'm assuming you're out in the open, but best to ask you.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't see why not.
So yeah, Flight, you would.
Okay, I'm gonna use one of my little trinket things here. I'm gonna make a diagram of how to translate it and just leave it as a rock that will activate when Heavy when the heavy opens his palm. Says, "I am pretty efficient in arcane."
Right. So you're trying to give him
Kind of
Like,
a cheat sheet, not the answer, but a cheat sheet.
okay, give me an Arcana check also. Okay, so yeah, so heavy on your next one. You're gonna find the thing that Flight left for you on that rock, and you'll have advantage on that check.
Nice. Study notes.
Study notes. Also, don't forget, Flight. You also, I believe, have your Flash of Genius you can use to help him out next time too.
Yes.
So, the night goes by peacefully. The manure smell is never set off. Well, we know it's set off once by like a revulture that kind of like flies down and like lands on the rock and sets it off. So there's a slight smell of manure for a tiny bit. As the weather itself kind of goes from, it was kind of, kind of a cloudy night, goes and starts to just rain on you all. It is
On the plains. Ugh.
Yep. So it's just there's no cover really other than the tents that you have yourselves that you bring with you, and you are kind of crammed into your own tent with at least one other person, if not two. Who is with the prisoner? Who takes the prisoner?
I will.
Okay. So Shaseth is sleeping with the prisoner. You guys have always double checked his throughout the travel. You checked his ropes and made sure they stay tight. He doesn't seem to have made any efforts to try and escape. Like there's no cuts in the rope from like a rock he's been rubbing against. It's not loosened. He seems just to kind of be accepting his fate at this point.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep. As you begin your journey the next morning, the rain's still kind of going down or pouring. As we begin our journey, is Gerathor. Make me that survival check as you're trying to make it to Poke Village. All right, 30. Why am I even gonna roll? So you begin your journey at the base of the mountain towards Poke Village and begin your slow climb upwards. In the case of this one, I'm going to make this one square a single day because it's a lot of height elevation that you guys are going up and traveling. So it's a little tough going, and it's a lot of just upward distance instead of horizontal distance. As you go by, you do see that a Raytheon flight nearby-ish, a couple miles out, that Oldman or Mini Orc is able to decipher the guild crest on her as she gives you a wide berth, and you eventually come to a spot where Flight, you are looking for a place to rest once again.
As we're going by, I was like, well, I just saw the queen.
That's good.
Our perception.
Okay.
And stealth.
Okay.
Which I get. No, I don't get to use Mini Orc stealth advantage here, do I?
No, you do not.
Okay, I guess I got overconfident this night with finding a spot.
Let's see here. So, as you guys spend your night resting, go ahead and Mage, give me that Arcana check with your advantage.
Come on. Don't roll low for once. Okay.
These are all incorrect ones.
And Kahooty's helping. He ain't doing anything anyway.
Kahooty is helping, so you got 23. So as you find, around that end of the hour, you're still struggling. You're looking at the notes, looking at this, writing your own notes, comparing them, trying to determine what you can figure out. And as you're like, I got it. And as soon as you say, I got it, you all hear the sound. I can't even make that sound. You hear, everybody give me a nature check. You hear the roar of a creature quite nearby.
No, it's a bird.
I'm not paying attention.
Yeah.
Who's what now?
Gerathor,
what Mini
you
Orc
made
got.
Gerathor. You recognize it as the roar of a Toby Kadachi.
Mini Orc got higher than me.
I let everybody know that it is a lightning rat.
Italian one.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
Tabe Kadachi.
Does it sound like it's in combat, or does it just
It
sound
sounds nearby. And as you kind of look around a bit more at your location, you don't see any signs that would have given you a hint that one was here. And this seems kind of because it is cold in this space. It's semi-strange that one is here compared to like it's. I mean, it could be based off your Gerathor. It could be a viper potentially, because they are in cold more often than not. So it's not unheard of for a normal Toby to be in the area. And but as you look around, you do notice flight that no, I'm not gonna use that. I'm not gonna use it at all. But you hear that, so that's what you hear.
Would I notice?
No, I was gonna use something. I said not to use it. So
in this case, I'm gonna spread around the rocks again and make it smell like Raytheon urine. Once again, proximity alarm.
do you know what Raytheon urine smells like?
I have a feeling Flight might actually know it.
Give me a nature check. You do not.
Well, I make something that I thought was Raytheon urine. It probably smells like sulfur.
Pure ammonia.
Knocks out whatever smells it got you.
It just smells like something that Flight would definitely avoid, and he thinks that everybody else should avoid it too.
Give me a deception check with your intelligence.
Oh, sweet. Then I'll just roll deception and add 4. Or I'll just roll intelligence. That works too.
That's a save.
I mean, that's what I think he meant, because that's got the proficiency. Do you have proficiency in deception or no?
No, -4 that.
That's the one thing we go with the rule is if I fuck up on a roll, I have to re-roll it. If you fuck up on a roll, you have to re-roll it too, so that does not count. So just, yes, the intelligence on the left-hand side. It sucks because it's a good one. So, okay, I'm going to make a check here really fast. You were effectively setting the DC for my check, is what you were doing.
What disappoint. I rolled so good the first time.
I'll roll it on stream so stream can see it. Okay. So as you place that there, for everybody else, I mean, it smells like pee. But you get as close as you think you could. I have mid off screen for some reason. Why?
In my camera.
Ah. Okay. I was gonna pull up my Discord because I have obs over here. So you all kind of spend the next like hour or so really prepared, weapons out for anything coming towards you. And then you hear that roar again. Further away. Off in the distance. It seems like Flight, whatever you did, at least in your thoughts, worked. And it avoided this area as the wind was blowing in its direction.
That's a shame.
If it was just us, I wouldn't mind so much, but civilians.
True.
And they're all kind of like nodding their head, like, yeah, us, please.
Besides, they're set it for proximity. As long as no one goes by them, they're not going to activate.
Okay. So the rest of the time goes by peacefully as... Actually, you guys would find your rest at this point. You have about another half a day journey or so tomorrow. You'll arrive in Poke Village probably around 2 or 3 in the afternoon. Flight, go ahead and... You already made your... No, those were from that. So... Gerathor, one last one, and I'll tell Mage. Actually, I need to tell Mage what he got. So, Mage, you have deciphered the spell to be the Cone of Cold spell. And as at the end of that, I guess at the end of your like hour, he kind of, he comes to grab his book and goes, "So, did you determine what it was?"
After some time, taking me longer than I thought, I managed to discover that it is a cone of cold.
Yeah, it's very good. And your reward, and he kind of flips a spell book through a couple different pages. Just tell me when to stop.
And now.
Count-
All right, roll me.
Counterspell.
Are you looking for the counterspell spell?
Oh, I don't know. It was just straight up
Yes.
whatever he was willing to give.
Well, that's all I'm asking you. Like, so in terms of ones he has, he's got, so he's not going to offer the 4th level spells, but he has fly, a fireball, counterspell. There's Misty Step and Mirror Image, which I think you have both of.
Mm-hmm.
Shield, Magic Missile, Mage Armor, Detect Magic, which I think you might have most of those too. So I think maybe counterspell might be the one spell you need.
That fireball, though.
There's fireball, yeah.
I
Yeah,
can't
but-
cast Fireball.
Fireball is the ultimate counterspell.
Just fireball.
Just
Oh.
Fireball.
So difficult. Fireball's a level 3?
Yep, level 3, so is counterspell.
Damn. It'd be stupid not to take counterspell. I'd have to take counterspell. I'd
Yeah.
find a way to get fireball somewhere else.
Okay. And there definitely are materials that will have the spells. As a reminder on that, if you get a material that has a spell effect, you can destroy the material to learn the spell.
Can Mini Orc take a picture of the Fireball spell?
I don't think so.
Okay, go ahead. Do you want him to actually do that or try to do that?
I'm not sure if there's a flash or anything because it's like not a camera.
Right, but you want him to try to do that.
Like, he's flying around. I'm just like, if he sees it with his binocular vision, like he just like, oh hey, look.
He wouldn't know what it is.
No, he would not.
No, I just figured he would try taking a picture of a page. But is that what you want Mini Orc to try to do or not? That's the question.
Since I did not give him a command, this to be on his own. So no, I do not. I would not do it.
Yeah, then he definitely wouldn't do it. But I just figured I would ask and check on that because, things and stuff.
Yes. Things to try later.
Yep, okay. Okay. And the Gerathor gave a 26. 26 is more than enough as the last leg of your journey goes by quite peacefully as you see some relaxed faces in the cart as the first little bit of Poke Village's homes and the archway start to kind of appear in view or come in view.
Make
As
up
you-
the hot drinks.
Yep, as you oh yeah, okay. So you make some hot drinks?
Well, we're probably gonna pass by a hot pepper in here, and I'll just make one up like here for them.
Go ahead and give me a actually as you start
Crap.
doing that, the what is his name? Shit. Bartender's name.
I copy counterspell in my spell book.
Okay.
It doesn't take me that long because of the scribe. It takes me 2 minutes.
So yeah. Ethis which is his name. Kind of puts a hand on you on your flank and goes, "No worry, I got it covered." As he kind of reaches behind into some of the supplies and pulls out not a mini keg, but a bit bigger than that, and starts pouring drinks for everybody. As everybody has a drink of, I think it's the Furuya, or Furuya. I can't fucking pronounce it. The one that gives them the effects of a hot drink.
Formaldehyde.
Yes. Everybody dies. It never needs to be warm again. So, but he does give everybody a supply so that they're all fine getting into the village. And most of them have winter clothes also to try to, they've had to make these trips at some point in time in their past life. And you arrive in Poke Village. Poke Village itself is bustling as ever. The smithy's hard at work. You see general store, offering a couple, like selling a few things to some of the local villagers. There is probably another group of hunters that are kind of wandering around the town looking at like items at the smithy, general store. Maybe you see a couple in the back heading towards the training school. It is peaceful. Maraska's home has been mostly repaired. You can see a lot of at least the roof itself has been fixed, or at least wood has been put over it enough so that there's not snow falling down into the home itself. You're seeing a lot of like panels that have been brought out from inside that have been removed, that have a lot of that lightning arcs in them, that have been probably, you assume, would be replaced since you can't see inside right now. Let's go and get us back over to Polka Village. There it is. Boom.
Home sweet home.
Wrong people. Go away, Eris. You're the wrong person. Can't delete you that way.
The B team's here.
They're not there. The funny part. Though they are on the screen. Let's go ahead and delete stuff. Boop.
What was his name again? The barbarian that we gave parts to. This dude right here.
Was it Jacob?
Jacob?
Pretty sure it was Jacob.
Pretty sure it was Jacob.
Jacob Smith.
No, just Jacob.
Sure. Oh, that's right. I gotta drag myself onto the board now.
Nope, I got a second. I have you guys still on here. I had you hidden away.
What's going on?
Drag you guys over here. Am I missing somebody? I might be. Nope, we're good. You
So
arrive
good
in
to be
town.
home.
They're still at the table eating. You guys never move, do you?
When I was a hunter.
So, either way, you arrive in town. I'm not worried about moving your guys' tokens as much as you guys just being. The map is just for visual. So, you arrive in town. What do you guys do? Popo's carrying the cart behind.
Point towards my cabin and tell the barkeep that as long as he stays here, he can have my room.
He looks at you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Just ignore the skulls.
What?
Nothing.
He walks in, just there's massive skulls of all the creatures. Oh.
That's where my cadavers went.
So.
Well, should
I'm
we
totally
sit,
assuming that he's going to try and use the weight set.
Oh,
realize that
100%.
What do you mean it's made of baby organs?
The starting weight is that of a adult-sized great Jagras.
Nice.
That would suck.
Okay.
Shall we go
So-
see the guild?
Yeah, later.
Yeah, let's go to the guild master or the
Guild
Whoever she was again.
manager is what they
that's
are.
the one.
Yes.
You ready, Rewix?
Yes, I think we should go. Lead on. As you all travel to the guild hall, and then as you enter in, you see the guild receptionist Shirley, who is she's still wearing the basic kind of guild receptionist outfit. It's the yellow with the blue skirt, and she got the brown boots on because obviously she's working in the snow.
Ah, guild lass.
Mm-hmm. She goes, "Oh, hey y'all, how you all doing? Good to see you back. And you brought him. Good. Do you need me to get the manager, or you need to sit down and get some food? What do you need?"
The manager can meet us if she likes.
I'm always hungry.
All right,
Oh yeah.
you have a seat then. I'm gonna go order you some food. I'll let the manager know that you're here, and that you brought him I'm glad to see you. And he's like, it's good to see you too. All right, I'll be right back. And then she kind of like scurries off to go do that. You guys go sit down and grab, one of the benches and tables. And kind of,
Scoot over, you guys. We're eating at the table.
they all kind of look at you like, dude, we were here first.
Yeah, you were here last time, and you haven't moved.
Dude, I ain't eating outside.
These are our seats. Yeah, everybody's like inside flights arguing with them.
God damn.
I'm sure they missed this.
Oh man. Yeah, this is probably like a daily occurrence.
This is our seats. I made the seats.
Is that why they're so shitty?
My grandfather made these.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Take
use
that
them.
back.
No.
You come back with a log from my house. Start making a chair in front of him.
We'll show you a chair, crappy. So as you all drag flight into the guild hall.
No, I won't have done. No.
So as you drag them in, you all sit down at one of the benches and tables inside. As Shirley, or as a Palico, one of the chefs comes walking out with a large plate of food and drops all off for you. Each of your favorites, as Shirley knows what you like. That's some weird feedback. Whose is that doing that? Who we killing?
No idea.
Yeah, same.
Oh no, we can't hear Flight anymore. He's dead.
Sorry, my headphones on me.
We were hearing some weird noises. That was strange. It's all your fault.
It was entirely.
Okay, so yeah, as the Palicos bring your food to you, you pay them each reasonably. I mean, you're getting the good meal, so it's a gold because you're getting a massive amount of food. And after you guys so right now you still have some time, probably a few minutes before the guild manager arrives. Is there anything that you guys want to talk about, discuss, anything like that?
While I'm eating with my left arm, I put my right arm at the elbow onto the table facing Gerathor. It's a tradition.
I suppose we have to.
Arm wrestle. All right. Opposed athletics checks, please.
Oh no!
Whoa, this looks hard to beat. Hold on, I gotta. Smash it.
I use hold on. I use my flash of genius to help Shaseth.
No. I glare at you as you attempt to do anything.
I like to do it stealthily.
There was a grease patch. My arm slipped.
I mean, technically, he can do it. It's only
But he knows not to.
This is Flight. He don't give a care. You can try to intimidate him all you want. He's gonna do it because America.
Nah, you do.
Oh.
If it's one thing you know is that you don't mess with tradition. You want me to come and stop your 4th of July fireworks next year?
This is the eye. This is what you're getting from the eye glares right here. This is the conversation that's happening. And I could do it. America, freedom. I can do what I want. You want me to ruin your 4th of July?
You'll just be the fireworks.
So
I flipped Gerathor a gold coin.
Yeah, it's one of those
make
things.
you
It's one of those things where I think it's one of those things where Shaseth, you win, but you didn't win on your own merit, as you're both probably staring at Flight at this point, and you just like flip him the coin, like you won Gerathor because that shouldn't have been mine.
Yeah.
Besides, Gerathor, you could use a nice humility check every once in a while.
Ah.
It's cold when it happens fairly.
We could always let the fireball hit you next time instead of us.
It always did.
Yeah.
You're so immune to fire.
Well, can't help if I plan ahead.
So, as you guys kind of have this like, eating the food, doing that, Reeks is probably just kind of, enjoying a nice little meal. Nothing compared to what you guys have. As the village manager, the Poke manager, comes walking up. As a reminder, she is kind of in a white kimono-like dress with bits of purple covering different sections of it. And she arrives and goes, "Yes, I'm glad to see that you have completed your task. Job well done." And she tosses one of you a bag of coins.
I feel like she'd toss it to me.
Fine. Yeah, she tosses it to Gerathor. "Job well done." And she kind of goes, "Well, shall we?" As she looks at Rewix, kind of motions towards her office. "Very well. Thank you once again, all of you, for rescuing me. I deeply appreciate it. And I hope to work with you again very, very soon."
If you need any help with that sample, you just give me a call. I'll be in my house.
Of course. So, he goes and they go back to the room. Do you guys try to say anything as they're walking away or anything like that, or is just business is business?
I'm counting the coins.
Okay. Inside, you count them. It takes a bit of time, but you've gotten used to be able to separate them and do it fast enough. You find 4,000 gold pieces.
Ooh. One each.
Split it 4 ways. Begrudgingly, as I really want to take a cut from flight, but I don't.
You take one extra gold piece.
Nah.
No, I know.
No, you hated the mini orc instead of me.
Yeah, the one gold piece goes to Mini Orc. Like, ha-ha!
Yeah.
Mini orc gladly takes his gold and puts it in his bag. I'll give Mini orc 1 gold.
Okay, Mini Orc has 1 gold. Gifted to him from Gerathor. So,
That's gonna come in handy one day, you know it will.
so I guess as you guys are kind of sitting there counting the money, Jacob comes up to you guys and looks at you all and just, "Glad to see you're back."
Hey, buddy.
He's like kind of standing there,
What you
like
been up to?
standing tall and stuff like that. He's like, "Oh,
Is
not
he
much."
super proud of something?
He's
Said
got
something, didn't he?
he's got his armor on that from the materials you guys gave him.
I'm so proud of you.
He goes, "Yeah, I look good in this, don't I?"
I go and like give him a like big old hug, and then just lift him up with one arm.
As you put him down, it kind of like shakes. He's like, "You're gonna mess up my armor."
Oh, trust me. I could if I would.
I'd rather not.
I know. It's too good for you.
Hey.
Too good on you.
He's like, "Yeah, wait a minute."
I actually stumbled.
It worked well. As he goes, "Yeah, I just wanted to say hi. Glad to see you're back. Glad to see you're okay. I'm gonna go on a hunt here soon. So you guys have a good one. Be safe."
What are you hunting?
I start out small, you know. I was thinking like a Ludroth, maybe a Tetsukabra. I think I can do it solo.
Hey, guys, you think it'd be safer if we gave him this? As I point to, I pull out the Raytheon Carapace.
I can't remember what that does.
Advantage on checks or identify poison.
Don't think that would have any help with those 2 hunts, would it?
It won't really help us, but could help him.
I don't know. If he's hunting a Ludroth, that's not poison. I don't know what the other thing was. Though.
Water blight's poison.
Water blight is poison.
Oh, I mean, maybe.
But everybody give me a... Let's see here. Everybody give me a history check. Everybody. Or survival. I'll go either one.
Okay.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, looking at what he said he's going to hunt as a solo hunt.
Wait, that's like a higher CR than he is.
Yeah, looking
Yeah,
at as a thought, I think Gerathor, you're like, yeah, it's a great idea, but fucking stupid. Like, you Gerathor would probably hunt like a Royal Ludroth, maybe a Tetsukabra would be a bit easier. You probably have an easy time with the Tetsukabra at your strength, but there's a potential chance versus a Royal Ludroth versus yourself that you could get pretty badly injured. And you've seen this new guy like going, I'm going for one of those alone.
Yeah.
I know it's the Shaseth the Mage pick it up too. Flight's not paying attention.
You should just try.
Nah,
and,
he's got it. He can
follow
do
him.
it.
Jacob, I love you. But you might
Thanks.
die. I would highly recommend finding some people to work with. Or going for something a little smaller. And you
Okay.
know I say that from the bottom of my heart. Because I want to see you succeed.
See him kind of shaking the head, a little bit of defeat as the shoulders shrug a little bit.
Always-
Okay.
I pointed at the table and said, "You can always grab those lazy bums. You can help them or get them to help you."
Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna go ask. Thanks, guys.
Wait,
Don't take no for
I,
an
I, I look at the group and I'm like, you guys think you could keep yourself busy for a day?
Us?
Yeah.
I mean, we could, sure, but
I offer to help Jacob with one of these hunts.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I slide Gerathor 2 haste patches. Like, have fun.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nicotine patch haste.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's gonna function like an item at least.
I assume that it's just flavored item.
I mean, going to hunt a royal woodruff might take a little longer than a day. I don't think there's any in the area.
If there's something on the wall, I imagine there is.
There's a Tetracabra up here. For some reason, it's misplaced, which is why we're gonna capture it and relocate it.
I mean-
Capturing it.
If it's a capture quest, I reckon you should come along, Mid. Or Shaseth.
Mid's his middle name.
I reckon. Yeah.
I don't have any trank bombs.
I
get
got
some,
trank
but-
bombs. We could grab a bunch of trank bombs. We're good.
He goes, no worries, I got
Let's
it covered. He's like, pulls out like 4 of them.
Oh yeah, he's prepared.
That hunter rule number 1: always be prepared.
Yeah, buddy. And I give him a big old high five.
Oh,
Explosive noise.
he's kind of like shakes his hand.
I'm gonna rip the 3-man hunt, and then the other 2 can do like alchemy shit or whatever.
If you're gonna do this, I'm gonna have reach the mini orc's bag and start pulling out some potions.
I have so many potions.
Yeah, they're not for you. They're for Jacob.
He kind of looks like, okay.
At this point, we've adopted him as our child.
He is my
He's your protege.
apprentice. Yeah, protege, apprentice.
Let's see. How many potions can I give? I can make some more while we're here. Okay. I'm gonna give him a greater,
Okay.
and that's all I can. I'll give him an antidote just to be safe.
Okay.
And since he's a Tetracab's up here, I'll give him a frozen berry.
Okay. Frozen berry, all that jazz. He kind of looks at you
Yep.
all like, this is gonna be awesome. All right, I go get my thing. I'm gonna get the rest of my stuff, and we'll go. And he starts like running to his home.
I feel like we're just making this kid's day.
We're suffering from the problem of all high-level hunters and capture quests, not accidentally killing it.
Yeah, we
Starts
have to be
looking
very
through stuff
careful.
still. Oh wait, I pull out this Vespoid shell. Causes DC for spells, sleep spells, and material effects decreased by 1. Like maybe this can help.
Maybe.
If you have Jacob,
not-
Jacob actually needs a stat block now. That works.
So what else we got here? Advantage
Oh,
on
that
saving
sounds
throws against poisoned. What's the Raytheon parts? If you guys want to leave me your herbs and your honey, I'll make us some more pots while you guys are on.
Don't think I actually have any of that stuff.
I have herbs, but I want to hold on my honey for nutrients.
All right, well I got honey,
So
and we'll see if any of the palicos around here got some bitter bugs, and I'll just make your nutrients.
For curiosity's sake,
Mm-hmm.
what level is Jacob?
Jacob, I'm not making him an actual. I'm using the Guild Knight Apprentice stat block. So he is a CR3 at the moment.
This poor baby.
Brand new hunter.
He's got a sword and shield as he comes like out of his room. He's got some chainmail on. He's looking
We have
good.
the 8th cadet training.
You know, we could make this a training trip if we all go along, you know? And, you know, out of character, it's the escort quest. The best kind of quest.
So I was thinking, it depends.
others,
I figure it depends on what you guys want to do. If you guys want to go on this with him, like and actually do it, we can do it. Otherwise, I was thinking we could let we'll just fast forward to like you guys go on your hunt. We montage the entire hunt till the final boss, and then
I was thinking of doing that too because I didn't want to leave the other two just like not doing anything.
Yeah, I figured we would literally just do that. It's just montage it to the final thing.
All right.
Going on a montage.
I take it Mage is doing something else, or is he coming with?
Well, I say I'm not sure what Flight or Mage are doing, so that's kind of the question in this sense. So
I'm staying in town because Rewix may need my help with the study.
okay,
I don't even know what I'm doing.
that's gonna be
Help
the
me
kind of the
make pots
question.
as well.
I think that mainly my request for this was 1, I want to see Jacob succeed, and 2, it gives you an opportunity to do some downtime stuff if you wanted it.
Yeah, if you guys want to spend a day like downtime, that's kind of I was thinking about doing the solo hunt also as like the roles for that to see how it goes, and whatever the roles were gonna affect Jacob but not you guys.
No, because he could die.
No, he would. I think he just get injured for like a week or something like that. Is the worst that happens.
Nat
I'll
ones.
never forgive myself.
This is very in character for Gerathor anyways. We'll let it happen.
We'll give him super advantage.
Super advantage. The HR 999 player comes up into the non-HR person.
You guys remember what? I have to go back and see what material you guys actually gave him because I don't recall off the top of my head.
A stinger and a flab.
I think we gave him like a bird wyvern fang or 2 or something.
Yeah, they were very minimal parts.
Yeah.
That was a giggy stinger, which means he would have that on there. Cool.
I think it was like you got +1 damage or something.
Yeah, and I'll adjust that stuff later. Which isn't a huge deal. But I'll make him a little like CR3 thing, and then maybe he'll level up later on, or we'll give him an actual like character sheet eventually.
He's gonna show up when we need him most.
So let's see here. I'm just gonna give him a sword and shield attack here, and then he'll be good. Oh, it broke. Fucking Roll20 is so bad right now. Okay, so while I'm building this Flight, what are you gonna be doing?
So because it takes me several hours to brew up all the potions we need, unless Rewix comes and get me, I was going to start brewing up potions.
Okay, so you start brewing some potions.
Yep. Does Mage? Do you have herbs on you?
I don't think I have any on me. I had to look.
You need herbs and blue mushrooms.
Oh, blue mushrooms. Okay, well I'll purchase the blue mushrooms from town if they got them.
So back a while ago, I got a trinket that produces, what was it? I think a honey every week.
Once a week, yeah. You get that from the I think that was from either an Arzuros cub or
so I don't know how long it's been because you had said that it's like so passive that it can just be left alone and
yeah, it's just like it's inside of your home is where you have it.
So I think there'd be enough time for at least one honey to be in there if it's every 7 days.
I would say reasonably. You guys just spent a week effectively traveling there and back.
So there's one honey to work with.
Okay, I'll take that. Stop by the guild store, pick up herbs and blue mushrooms.
Okay.
I have a list of crafting ingredients. I don't know what you can do with them, but
I have them right here too. And if you need those, you were trying to get Shaseth again?
I was trying to make nutrients.
Nutrients are.
I need god bug, so.
Okay, well, whenever you find those, until then I'm going to make us pots, and then I'm going to make us the bigger pots.
Yeah, I'm just going to hold out to my stuff.
I'm going to make us greater potions.
Okay. So you're going to make some greater potions.
I start crafting the base potions, then I'm going to start making the graders.
Okay, so you start working on that. What are you doing, Mage?
Yeah. It's a good question. I do not know, honestly. The only downtime that I could do is the crafting scrolls, but that's like day specific.
I mean, you definitely have. I mean, a day I would say is effective like 8 hours of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I think that makes the most sense. Otherwise, it doesn't.
Well, I mean, like based on the amount of time I have, is what I can craft, sort of
It
thing.
it is currently about 2 in the afternoon. So I mean, you could be crafting a scroll. It would take until about 10 at night.
So just a day's worth.
Yeah.
All right, so
I think that's any
crafting
cantrip
things.
or level 1 spell. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make a single scroll of something.
Okay.
And I have to make 5 crafting checks per potion and 5 again for the graders.
Charm Person would be a good one to have. It's the first level.
I don't have charm person.
Beat DC by a lot.
What spells do you have, Flight?
Quite a bit, but I think we went over how many spells I have that are wizards.
Well, because if you have a level 1 spell, I can help you with yours to like quicken it.
Oh, in which case, Cure Wounds might be a good one. If we want to do that as well, Featherfall, because if we can get quicken Featherfall, that means we can save people's lives when they're stuck falling.
I already have Cure Wounds and Featherfall. I think we did those before.
Yep. Magic Missile, Thunderwave. Most of my spells are stuff you already have.
Yeah. All right, I'll just
do
put
my
down a
last
scroll for you.
Check number 3. Check number 2.
Let's put Jacob's actual token on here.
I'll make another shield scroll.
Okay.
I successfully made a bunch of healing potions. Not for the graders.
This player's handbook.
Critical success. 3.
Oh, why didn't I find this one before? This would have been this is the better Rewix one. This is now Rewix. This is new
All right.
Rewix.
I made 5 greater healing pots.
Huh.
That is definitely better.
Overlay it for now.
Gandalf.
There he is. I just find a picture for Jacob. There we go. Save. All right, Jacob now has a token and some stats on his stuff.
Question.
Yep.
That's not using a scroll, is it?
What's not using a scroll?
Because speed eating. It says
No.
while attuned to this armor is any consumable.
That is correct, yeah.
Good to know. Before we go on this montage hunt,
Yep.
I am going to go to the shop.
Okay. You go to the shop. What are you looking for?
An adamant pill.
Yeah, they would have one. Yeah, you go into the guild store itself.
Yeah, I just want to grab one.
I'll grab 2 if there's 2 more.
Let me make a D4 roll and see what they.
Should have just done my own downtime hunt.
They only have 2 in stock right now.
I'll grab 1.
Yeah, if you want to do a downtime hunt, that's also something you could do. You'd be realistically hunting something in the snowy mountains though, so like you couldn't do like Alteros, obviously. You're gonna be a little bit more limited in terms of what you can hunt based off area, which would be in the Monster Hunter Monster Manual. If you go to the Arctic region or whatever, or I would say like it's like Arctic mountain or hills is your options for creatures you can hunt.
Cool. Yeah, I'll probably do that, and then I'll just end up rolling later or something.
Yes, well, we have them do their fight after their montage hunt. That's when you can let me know what you're going to do there. I've just realized I have not put the stinger on him for his effect.
Actually, for this hunt, I'm not going to use... no, never mind. That's stupid. I forgot that I'm a Dragoon. I was going to try and just use a different weapon, but that wouldn't work.
I mean, you could
use aerial greatsword.
Come on.
There's just a little cliff somewhere.
Just jump, jump, jump.
my favorite thing to do at Nergigante.
Yeah, I spent
You
pretty
know,
much the entire day just crafting.
You have an Ultra in the Arctic area.
Okay, well, then they're good. You can hunt them if you wanted to. I don't know if there's a reason to do that still, but you guys might have finally actually out hunted all of the Ultraroth.
Where we hunted them to extinction.
Yeah, it's a
I
really.
enjoy hunting low rank monsters.
You guys are the true Elder Dragons.
The true monsters.
Okay, so I have that set up here. We're gonna go over to the Snowy Mountains for our montage.
Even Rocky had a montage. Montage.
And you know what? You're gonna fight them over here. This makes the most sense. So it's not a very long hunt. You guys arrive at the Snowy Mountains hunting ground, where Jacob is super like, yeah, let's do this. I'm ready. He like starts walking off before even checking the guild chest for anything. He's good to go. He's pumped. As
Jacob, hold on.
wait, what?
What? Clear my throat.
And a quick toss him his potion.
Oh yeah. Thanks. I forgot about that. My bad.
Always check the chest.
There. Yeah. I know it's rule like number 4. I'm sorry. My bad. Let's give you.
Probably hot drinks
It's all right.
too.
Use that
Can I have-
excitement.
Can I have a gadget that may or may not exist that is filming this in live stream so I can watch it?
Old Man Orc is streaming it.
Mini Orc is just recording it the whole entire
Sorry,
time.
Mini Orc.
I do Mini Orc almost all the time. It's horrible. Say there we go. Why is it all bright? Go away, brightness. You're filled with lies. Oh, because explorers. If you've already explored that section, there we go. All right, so the battle takes place. Yes, you can fight. So, as Jacob's excited. He gets the potion. He's like, all right, let's go do this. And you guys walk down to the first area. In it, there's a couple. I guess we'll go with some Manteca, a Kelby or two, and Jacob's just like, let's do it. And he starts charging towards them. They all just most of them start running away, but one Manteca comes charging forward, knocks them down before running off. And you're both just sitting there watching because he's in no danger at this point. And we kind of see the montage of you slowly pointing out tracks of the Tetucabra as you see it kind of rise up out of the river, in the first area, and you start following the tracks in this direction. During the travels, there's a couple cautious spots where the path itself has broken off, and broken down in. You're assuming from when the Tetucabra jumped, it just broke the ground and it's fallen into the. Either you have to jump it, or because it's mountain edge, and then cliff down into the water. So there's a couple little spots here where there's a couple challenges. There's some random berries that Jacob finds and goes, look at these, and he starts getting ready to eat one, and you're both no, it's more than likely poisonous. He seems to be super excited to the point where he's forgetting what he should be doing, trying to make you guys trying to impress you guys is what he's doing.
Jacob, calm down. Calm down. You're gonna get yourself killed, and it's the last thing I want to see here.
He goes, I appreciate that. It's just I just want you guys to be think that I'm a value to your team and that I'm helping.
You are already awesome.
Yeah,
I love you as a dude, as my bro. You are my human bro.
you're my bro too.
Token human.
Bro hug.
They bro hug. And then you guys continue on.
And then the Tezucabra comes out behind us. Fuck.
Yeah, it's happening right this point in time. Yeah, just walking forward. No. You eventually come to this spot here. You see a Tezucabra out in the middle of the area. Actually, I have a different thing here. Where's it at? No, I don't. Good enough. So, I had one of these at some point in time. I don't know what happened to it. But yeah, so you find the Tezucabra in the middle of the area, and as you do, it looks a little weird. It's the dark reddish hue you usually see is a kind of has almost a deep purple color to it. As it turns around, you see the breath from it is purple.
Uh-oh.
Its eyes are glowing bright red as it turns and faces you all.
Jacob, this isn't normal. Just be careful, okay?
I got this. He pulls out the sword and shield.
I pat him on the back and cast haste on him.
We're gonna roll initiative first, but yeah. So you can, I'll let you cast it. Who cares? You cast it on him.
Can I
Can't
use one of my patches?
You can use a patch.
Yeah, use a patch.
Tetsukaber just gets to go first in this round.
That's fine.
Can I be unblinded?
Oh
I
yeah.
can't see a thing either.
You guys aren't allowed to see anything.
I guess not. I can't
What?
see anything until Mini Orc gets back.
Watch the Twitch
Also, I'm
stream.
gonna try to hunt a Remobra.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you both should be able to see now, I believe.
No. I see my token in a sea of black.
Weird. Screw, we'll just do it the easy way. Dynamic lighting off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. Wow. Something happened up there already.
Yeah, it's an old battle. All right.
Put the new
No way,
tokens
Flight.
next to those
No way,
tokens.
Flight
Yeah,
was
I
in
know.
that battle.
I
It's like a
forgot.
Twilight Zone episode of seeing your old self.
Bad memories. Bad memories.
All right, we'll roll for it. Should give it. Changes plus to hit.
So is this still only a capture quest?
It technically yes. For the reward, it is a capture quest.
Okay.
Though, I mean, that's the request. I mean, you probably can make the argument that it had to be killed because of what's going on. That you'd have to take up with the guild manager afterwards, though.
That's fine. I was just thinking if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
But the attempt is still to capture it.
Do I roll for the solo hunt now, or do you want me to wait later?
Roll after because we're gonna have some rolls from them going on. Of course, we need epic battle music because this is Jacob's first fight. All right. So as you've hasted a couple of you. It gets to go first because you've all like drank your potions and whatnot. So it just kind of lets out just a guttural roar and just comes and just digs up a massive boulder. And it is going to throw it. Oh, a D3. Jacob's in the back. So it aims for Shaseth. 14 Shaseth.
That's a miss.
So it doesn't miss. It just comes at you and just explodes rocks in every direction, dust and debris. Jacob's just like, whoa. Thank you for the special effects. As we're going to start, actually the round will go over. As Shaseth, it does that. It then kind of takes a few steps back. Like, just get ready to do whatever it's going to do. And now it is your turn, Shaseth.
Shouldn't I be first?
And a weather change.
I thought I did the order right. Descending order. There we go. Sorry, Gerathor. Shaseth, you're the last of the group.
Yay.
Alrighty. Just gonna move 20 for here and use my hasted action to just get a feel for this thing.
Okay.
And use the Kinsect. It's only a 10.
Yeah, so it goes, it hits it and just kind of bounces off.
Alright, we're gonna need to go a little harder.
As it begins to snow.
No way. And I'm gonna run up into it. And
'Kay.
for my actual action, it's gonna just be double glaive.
Okay. So a 15 is a hit.
Second hit.
I'll have to roll its HP. There you go. 17. Okay, so you strike it twice. It lets out a cry of pain as you slice through, cutting most of one of its tusks. Like butter. Snow starts to come down heavier.
As a bonus action, I'm just going to chug an adamant pill.
Okay. As it's now Jacob's turn. Jacob comes charging forward. Standing right next to you, Gerathor. He's like, I got you covered. And he swings twice with his, actually swings once with his sword and shield.
No, he can swing twice. He's got haste.
All right, it's hasted action. Both hitting, strike. For 9 points of damage.
Yeah.
He cuts across, slicing through its eye, getting that really cool cut on the Tetsukaber's eye. Like every swordman ever wants. And he needs to make 2 saves. Because the Gigi Stinger you guys gave him. It fails. It is poisoned.
For one turn.
Or until the end of its turn, yeah. which is
To the
important.
end of Jacob's next turn.
No, until the end of their next turn. So it's the creature's turn.
Oh, I thought it meant like the user's turn.
It depends on, some ones are until the user's turn, some are until the creature's turn. In this case, this is a creature. It's a low, like, CR1 item.
Yeah.
Jacob's turn's there, and you just hear him, stand next to me, Shaseth.
It's always best to have a little bit of space.
No,
I'm gonna.
next to me.
Fine.
Enabler.
I'm gonna give it a smack. Just one smack, just to see what happens.
Okay.
It'd be a second charge.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Might as well go full charge.
Okay.
Yeah, full charge. Oh no.
You might just kill it.
I'm not gonna pump a smite into that.
You're not okay.
No, because that would probably kill it.
It probably would kill it.
There you go.
Okay. It's only, what, 30,
Oh,
40,
only?
6?
Even with almost rolling minimum damage.
That is 56.
That is a really low roll.
So she's like, come near me, and you're like, okay. He's like, you got this, and you kind of like takes a shield and like uppercuts it, or hits it with the shield, so it's like chin goes up, and you just like slice through both of its tusks, and they both just like at the tips or at the edges. Yeah, he's bleeding profusely. As it is looking extremely bloodied, it is let out a cry of pain. It's in rough shape right now.
That'd be a good time for a trank bomb. Or 3.
I agree.
All right, as it's now the Tetsukabra's turn. Unless you're going to do any more attacks, Shaseth.
That was all my attacks.
All right, yeah, you're all charging. Tetsukabra charges and tries to do a strike at Shaseth, and Jacob's like, no! And he imposes himself and taunts it, using his reaction, because that's one of his materials. And the Tetsukabra attacks Jacob.
And before Jacob gets
with
crit.
with its stomp. Actually, no, I said it was a gore, so we'll do the gore damage instead. But we're going to reduce it to a D6 instead of a D8 because the tusks are broken. So Jacob takes 13 points. Ugh, not that bad. And he gets ready. Jacob's ready to, he's starting to pull out a trank bomb. And then it gores at you, Shaseth. Or no, it would stomp at you.
It's a miss either way.
Yeah. So it tries to, you block it. It's like, Jacob's just really proud and excited about it. And that's going to be its turn. Gerathor, you're up.
Alright, let's get this thing to sleep. I'll step backwards.
Attack
I
of
don't know,
opportunity.
I assume I'm out of it. Yeah.
Yeah!
Alright. Gotta take it.
It breaks your toe as you take 27 points of damage.
I'm all good. And first one, I'm going to toss a trank bomb at it.
Okay.
Which is... It's just Dex, right?
Yeah, it's a straight dex.
Unless you have that bombing feat.
Yep, or if you're a feline. Felines have proficiency with improvised thrown weapons.
Oh.
That's
13 does not hit. So,
Second attempt.
Okay.
Nope.
That one blows
Third
up in your hand.
attempt. Well, no. I only have 2 of them left now.
All right.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. So as your turn ends, Jacob
Old
goes.
trank bombs.
He runs back, turns, whips a trank bomb at it. My +1. That is enough. It is a 5d8.
Yes.
It is still awake. As Jacob
throw
uses his
another
haste action to throw another one.
Jacob, try again.
Mm, nope. He tries and it's still awake. Just barely. I rolled shitty. I should have just let Jacob succeed, but I can't. It's just not my nature.
Nah.
Shaseth. It's
Shoot my weapon.
dizzy.
I
and-
firmly grasp its face and
Okay.
force it to the ground.
Help action.
Pretty much.
Okay, help action it is. All right. As it is now the Tetsu's turn, it is going to, it's going to gore at you, or bite you, I guess, in this case. I'm assuming that's a miss, and then stomping you Get you with the stomp,
hits.
right? Yeah. Oh, they both hit because you have 8. No, you have. Do you take an adamant pill or no?
I did not.
So those both hit then because you have an 18 AC.
Yep.
1, 2, for 34 points of damage total.
Ooh, it's almost max damage on the stomp.
And you gain a frenzy charge. So Gerathor, you also have a frenzy charge. Just as a heads up. That's its turn. As Gerathor, you are now up. You have advantage on your first roll.
Alrighty, I'm gonna throw my second last one.
17
Yeah.
hits. It is you hit it no matter what because it only has 2 more left. It had 21 HP and I rolled a 19. So as Shaseth's holding it down, it's like fighting and then pink smoke. As it then just kind of like goes limp and just collapses to the ground. And Jacob's just like, yeah! Just jump up and down, cheering, super excited about it. Like, we fucking did it! That was awesome! You were awesome! You were awesome! I was awesome!
No, you're awesome.
And then you guys celebrate and cheer, and you start like you start trying to like drag it back as you both look at him confused as you watch as like the felines with the cart come like trotting into the area to pick it up.
Let the felines handle it. They got it. They're trained for
Oh,
this.
right. I forgot. I'm so used to doing it myself. You know, most of the time it's myself, and you know, I usually go out, you know, and explore and see what I can find.
So
Cool,
good, man. You
cool.
did awesome.
That was great.
I'm so proud
That
of
was
you.
so great.
Can we do some like random like checks for items and whatnot?
Yeah,
Like
we can do material.
mining and stuff. Or, like,
Oh,
mining
resources? Yeah, go for
Yeah.
give me 2 of them. So the trank bombs you go Jacob goes here. I know you used a lot of them, and he kind of hands you 2. He's like, I have these 2 here on me still.
No, really, it's fine, man. It's fine.
It's somebody. I have plenty at home. My dad left me a lot of them.
Okay, yeah, I'll take
His
it.
dad's a junkie.
They're just whippets.
Is that why he keeps asking me for trank bombs?
So, yeah. Then the haste wears off. He's like, it's fine. Here, take it. And then you both kind of like lock up at the same time for a couple seconds. Like, well,
So yeah,
let's go ahead
couple
and
of, like-
roll first for the materials of the creature to see what Jacob gets. So let's go ahead and have Flight and Mage. You roll me d20 since you guys weren't technically a part of this thing.
Womp. Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Nice.
And then either Gerathor or Shaseth, if you want to roll the last material.
Go ahead.
No, no, go.
All right, 14s. 2 dignified skulls.
We pulled 2 skulls out of this thing. It has a 2 intensive camera.
It's impressive. And then a 1, which is a jumbo bow.
Ooh, that's good for him.
He has an uncommon sword and shield, which he shouldn't probably have. So he has a common sword and shield. Okay.
Well rested to be useful
Yeah.
for him.
It will. And then if someone he goes, I only need 1 of these, and he kind of hands you the other one to one of you guys.
Gerathor can keep it. He likes collecting skulls.
Yeah. Put it in my
Perfect.
room.
All right, and then and he'll put that in there. So Jacob now has a thing.
I look over at Mini Orc, and I grab the skull and like put it in between me and Jacob. I'm like, Mini Orc, photo.
He takes many. He uses many flashes because this is paparazzi mode. I like the attempt for him to print out a picture that is only magical and means, so it disappears after a few seconds.
Sure. All right. As the weather clears in this case, the snow stops as the hunt comes to a close. As we then flash over to Mage hunting a Remobra.
Be back 2
Right.
seconds.
So it says I've never quite understood these half ones, right? So the DC for the solo hunts is
Oh, that's the wrong place.
equal to the carved DC.
Correct.
So Remobra is a 1/2. So is it when it's 10 plus the 1/2? Does it round down? So does it become a flat 10, or does it round up to a 1?
I round down.
So it's a flat 10.
Yep.
Okay. Perception, investigation.
Yeah, carved DCs, I'm pretty sure, are rounded down.
Oh, these are all terrible rolls for me. Perception. Yeah, that's about right.
Going good. Okay, investigation, that's a success.
And then what's the stealth?
There you go, 2 successes. That's 1 material.
Yeah, of course. And it's gonna be trash.
16's pretty good.
Ah,
I don't know what the effect is, but it's pretty good. Let's take a look here. That's under flying wyverns, I think, correct? No, they're under wing drakes. Snake?
Snake wyvern.
Got it. So a 16 is a striped skin.
yeah. I wanted that 19 or 20.
I mean, a luck. Roll a d20 at the end of a hunt. On an 18 to 20, you get 1 additional material from the creature.
It's not terrible.
Yeah, but compared to the remote head, that would have been a lot better.
For the stream's view of a remote head, ill omen effect.
I was gonna swap that out with the Kieran horn. Because I'm 1 point away from it being an additional bump in score.
That's a real good one for a monster of the week like one. It's a little bit tougher in the situation of a game like we're running now, though, too. Trying to persuade or just do deception for anybody is going to be rough.
Yeah, but I feel like it would have been worth it.
Yeah. Go and close this out here.
I'm gonna go to the smithy and
Okay.
have him put the striped skin to my armor.
Okay.
I'm gonna swap out the divine blessing plus.
All right. I probably should actually link Jacob's token, like actual sheet, to his thing. And think about that. So it updates his HP wherever he goes. Okay, so
Those frenzy charges, do we get save for those, or do they wear off?
they those fade. If you got 3 of them, then you'd make a save for the frenzy virus. So they basically effectively just go away.
I wait patiently at the town's entrance for my friends to return.
Yeah, and, you know,
Should-
they're gone for 4 or 5 hours, something like that. So during that time, you've made your potions. Mage probably returns close to the same time, maybe a little bit after. He had a little bit of trouble here and there. With a Tetsukabra that's purple, on being brought back also with them.
we
So
can use research.
yeah, and I think probably during that time, or maybe not long. I guess, you know what, you all arrive. You're all back together. Let's go with that first, and we'll go from there.
Should just let him eat those berries.
So how was the hunt, guys?
It was eventful.
You should have seen Jacob, man. He's pretty cool.
You
I'll have to find out as Mini Orc lands. I can't wait to watch it later.
So I hear the Tetsukubra was frenzy.
Oh yeah, it was purple-ish.
Yeah.
Considering that there was the sounds of a Tobi Kadachi that should not have been in the area, and this Tetsukubra was also not supposed to be in this area, but retransplanted, and it was frenzied.
Perhaps we should go ask our. Oh, that's right. We gave them. We gave the guild our prisoner.
Yeah, you think there's more poachers in the area?
If
It
not,
could be.
their experiments could be just be letting go of loose experiments that don't work out in their favor, and just straight up having frenzied monsters around.
Maybe.
I'm hoping they don't work their way up the monster food chain.
Did it not already get to a Kieran? How much higher does it get than an Elder Dragon?
A bigger elder dragon?
One that can fly.
They fly now?
Flying Kieran.
Oh god.
lightning from
I'm gonna-
above.
Gotta get a blood sample from this Tetsukabra.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go head off to wherever Wix and Martin's. Just say we got the sample.
Sure. And it's somewhere in the guild hall itself. They probably have, like, you know, it's another room that you guys almost never, like me, you go into plenty of times flight, maybe Mage does, but like Gerathor and Shaseth never bother ever going there. It's just like, hey guys, we're leaving for a hunt, and they just kind of peek in. So you go back in there. It's just a laboratory setup, where Rubik's is kind of already like underway, like investigating this the liquid. You see like a small little drops being put on like glass little slides for him to inspect with the microscope, and other ones he's got a little bit like boiling in a flask, and he's just kind of going through all these things. He goes, oh, flight. What can I do for you?
We have another test subject here, Tetsukabra, with what appears to be frenzy.
Interesting. I'll ask if they bring that. Did they kill it or did they capture it?
It's captured. It's in the yard right now.
Perfect. I'll have them bring it around and we'll bring it inside the lab to do some further experiments. Having one alive is definitely useful. This is going to take me some time though. Why don't you guys? Well, I may need your assistance, but it might not be for a little bit of time. So give me a few days, I'd say, and then we'll probably sync back up. If not, a week, I guess at most. And
I see.
well, I'll let you know what I find.
Right. Until then, can I have your notes already? I have an idea of something that might be able to do with the frenzy.
We shouldn't be doing anything with it.
I've tried to counteract it myself, so I'll wait for your research to be completed.
I think that would be best. We'll compare notes then.
I'll walk out.
Okay. And then as you're walking out, you say, "Have a good day, flight." As Shirley's kind of like waving to you, like really excitedly and happy.
Have a good day. Fly over the rest of the group.
You let out a large yawn after you start walking away.
I want to grab that photo off of your flight, and I want to go and put it in my room next to the Tetracabra skull.
I pull out Video Orc and I start using it as a pen to draw on a piece of wood.
Yeah, it's definitely drawn one based off his images because he prints it out and then just vanishes. So he literally they carve out like on a piece of wood or like something like that for a picture for you.
Yeah, I'll paint it up for you too.
It's perfect.
All my artisty skills.
Yes. There you go, sleight of hand. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I walk inside my home with the Tetracabra skull and the photo. What is we don't have his name, the bartender.
Ethis.
Ethis. What's he doing?
You see him like as you're walking in, he kind of like gets off of your workout bench and like stands up and like puts his arms on his like sides, like I wasn't doing nothing.
Hey, go for gold, man. You're allowed to use whatever you want. As I just put this fairly large skull next to another skull, and then just neatly put this wood carving next to it. Just look at it for a second, just smile.
Yep. And he kind of looks and he goes, "Who are these people?" As he kind of points to you probably have some other like is this I guess as a question, would this be something you would have for trying to like retain
yeah.
So he kind of points to these, and then you see a picture of like a large Goliath, and then like a Nergigante Dragonborn. He's like, "Who are these people?"
I don't remember.
All bad workers with both of them.
Sorry. I wish I could tell you. They must have been good friends.
I no doubt, since they're, as he kind of points to the new one, I see you have a new one.
Yeah, that's Jacob. He's one of the new guys. He's a little rough around the edges, but I reckon he's gonna go well.
Well, that's good. I think I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do here. Maybe I'll open a new tavern. Do they have a tavern here? And they have the guild hall.
Guild hall. I reckon a tavern would suit this place.
Maybe that's what I'll do. Build it up again. But I appreciate the offer to let me stay in here and, until I can get on my own feet. So I appreciate that.
Totally fine, man. I still just, as long as you stay here, this is where I'm gonna bring your family when I go and save them. So as long as you're here when they're here, then it's all good. Just stay here as long as you need.
I appreciate it. And then yeah, if when you hear news of the family, please just let me know.
I will. I'll try and keep in touch. If Rewix is around, it should be pretty easy.
Okay. As that all kind of happens, is maybe you walk out of the guild hall, or you walk out of there and you come back towards the guild hall, Gerathor, or you see Jacob like regaling the people at the outside table of his exploits with you guys and how great it was. He's just sitting there like telling the whole story. He's pulling out like he has the gigantic skull on the table and stuff like that.
I'm sure he's appropriately exaggerating things.
100%. 100%.
As he does, I pull up Mini York and he projects them. He'll project it onto the skull.
No, I really like the idea of is he's not actually making any light of anything. He's just telling the exact story. They're all like, "That's bullshit. He didn't cut both the tusks off with one swing and all shit like that."
The projected is like, oh.
Oh man.
Did we do any like environmental checks, by the way, for that?
Oh yeah, so I was thinking you guys 2 of them. If you guys wanted to look for resources, twice.
Yeah, I wanted to look at resources just for him. Do you want to do investigations for those?
Yeah, give me 2 investigations, and then let me know what type you were looking for.
I think I want to give him ore because I want to upgrade his weapon.
Yeah, there definitely would have been options for that. So
you probably one success.
Correct. So go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Don't roll a 1.
22.
I rolled
That's
one.
success. Roll me a d6. 6. Yeah, there's a Macleor.
Nice. I give that to Jacob.
Cool.
As I walk out to him and remember, like, oh hey,
Hey, what's
you
up?
dropped this, remember? And I hand him the muck idol.
He kind of looks at you confused. Oh yeah.
From the hunt, silly.
Thanks. I can't believe I forgot this.
Pretty important.
Put those in his little like stat block here as items. Come on, you can do it. Roll 20. Click the button.
Maybe
I
by the end
found
of this,
3 armor spheres that I can give him to.
by the end of this campaign, he'll be ready to fight a, I don't know, bear off.
Oh, actually, let me click the damn fucking thing.
If Jacob dies, I'm going to be so distraught.
There you go, got it. Finally closed. Okay.
I was swing by Gerathor's house, so I can give him the armor spheres they can give to Jacob. I have 3 armor spheres to give.
Cool. He's excited about that. All right. So and then also maybe Flight, you fill them in on the fact that Rook's probably gonna need like a few days, if not a week.
Yeah, we got time.
Mm-hmm. So what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to do downtime? There are a couple hunts on the notice board right now.
Do it. Notice board hunt.
Yeah, we always.
I'm
go
down for a notice board hunt.
Okay. So I don't actually have art for these notice board hunts, but I do have 2 available hunts as you guys go walking towards the notice board inside the guild hall. And in it you find 2 hunts. They are, one is labeled A Light from the Abyss. And also the other one is labeled Scratching the Itch. So Light from Abyss is requested by a guild scout located in the ocean. Surprise. The guild has discovered a never-before-seen elder dragon in the ocean. No solid info to go on other than the reports of an ominous light radiating from the depths. And then we have Scratching the Itch from the chief ecologist in the area. And this one would be in the Verdant Hills. This morning I awoke to a brilliant epiphany. I have an idea for something every hunter needs after a long day out in the field. Odogaran back scratchers. It just so happens there's a pair wreaking havoc near Kokoto village. Take them out and bring me their claws.
What do you
I
guys
look at
reckon?
that last one like, what? Back scratchers?
Very sharp, very sharp back scratchers.
A pair of
Don't those inflict bleeding wounds?
You gotta dull them a little bit. Perfect.
Yeah, Yeah, it's just where you really need that scratch.
Especially when you can't get through your armor to get the scratch, just rip it up. Problem solved.
Yeah.
And then you
Like,
mend the
got a
armor
freaking
back.
nuke out.
So that mysterious elder dragon though, that sounds interesting.
If it's in the depths, I do have water breathing.
I think I do as well. I don't have water breathing, but I've got the water movement.
I am covered for water.
I am not, but I'm interested either way.
I got the Zemetra's Tailblade, which gives me water breathing
Yeah.
and swim speed.
I don't have a swim speed, so I'll be relegated to moving as fast as I could flap my wings.
That's all right.
Yeah, we got the swim speed handled. I
Yep.
don't know. Do you guys want to do that one? I don't mind.
Yeah, that sounds fine to me.
An elder hunt would not be bad. Also, get the lead at the bottom of the sea is something we don't get to do.
I haven't done an ocean hunt like at all in any form.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think I've only done one.
Yeah, I think I did 2.
So we've had a couple of them
Yeah, whenever we did the scheduling, I was always in the
on the other group.
Yeah. So I was like, well, all right. So I did like 4 to 5 hunts that I just repeated over and over again.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm up for the elder dragon.
If it's what I think it is, it has some pretty nice stuff too.
Let's do it. I'm gonna get some oxygen supplies.
I have no idea outside of like a Namiel, but it doesn't sound like that.
Yeah, that's what I
Anyone
think.
else got any materials for swim speed?
I mean, Namiel is in the CR range we're in. I
Uh,
got a to spare water breathing. Somebody needs,
I've got-
needs that.
I mean, I've got an oxygen tank, but
Well, I meant like, do you have
I don't
anything
know if
for
that works.
swim speed? Because I don't have a swim speed.
No, I don't have a spare one. Sorry.
Well, those are hard to find. If you have a hydro hide,
No. I can see if the guild has anything like that. So I'll go over to the guild sergeant and see if they got any parts that just got in that they are not using.
Does the smithy have any spare parts?
Not typically, no.
check the traveling merchant.
Let me roll and see if there's a travel merchant in this area. Because I think there's actually a thing for Poke.
What are we rolling?
1 second. I think I just need to roll a d20 is what I gotta roll. I gotta pull up GM Binders one though, because Poke Village isn't anywhere else.
Is that legendary? Legendary's been playing ATM 6 to the sky.
I've been AFK. I've been AFK experience farming.
11 hours and 14 minutes.
I can
AFK
always,
experience farming.
I can always cast
276 mods.
I can always use find somebody in Epioth to hold on to.
Someone roll me a D100.
Gotcha.
Oop, you got it.
Almost so
Okay.
close.
No, that's good.
Ah.
So there it happens to be a traveling merchant in the area. I would say reasonably. You guys are looking for what specifically?
Swim
Uh,
speed, I think.
Swim speed.
I'm looking more for being able to breathe underwater.
I got a spare thing of that for you if you need it.
Alright, so we got that covered.
Yeah, I would need that.
Then you are looking for. Gotta wait for this to pull up here. So I would say they would reasonably. I'm not going to give you guys a large list of stuff, but just what you were looking for. So they would have a hydro hide. They're going to have a grand total of just the one, and they will sell it to you for 150 gold pieces.
That will do for me, actually, if everyone's okay with that.
Sure.
I got one, so I'm good.
All right. I'll put the hydro hide as my trinket.
Okay. I need to take a quick 5-10 minute break really fast. So we'll do add an extra 5-10 minutes to the end of our game.
We can do our shopping quick, yeah.
Yeah, if you guys want to do some shopping, I'll give you guys a quick.
I was going to ask if there's anything else on the traveling merchant.
Potions and the like.
I'm gonna roll for potions and whatnot right now.
So that the aqua sac has the water breathing spell.
Yeah, it has water breathing, or you can double your hold. Oh, its water breathing is built in once per long rest.
Well, yeah, but I can cannibalize it and learn the spell instead.
Yeah, he could. Which is you guys could spend the rest of the day here or something like that. So there are going to be 3 potions of greater healing on him. There are 7 potions of healing and 2 potions of resistance, common resistance. So you guys can go into that. Same supplies, any adventuring gear or supplies from or items from the guide to monstering are available to you. In addition to those, you guys do that, and I will be back in like 10 minutes or so. While you guys just do your shopping and whatnot. So I will be right back. I'm gonna turn my camera off for camera and this camera.
All right, so everyone's actually already equipped with water breathing, or do I just
Give
need
some
to,
village
or am I
music,
the only one
yeah.
who needs to use water breathing?
Me and Gerathor should be set for what we have.
I've only got the oxygen tank in terms of water breathing.
Because water breathing lasts for 24 hours.
You don't
But
mind me cannibalizing it?
Yeah, you can go ahead. I mean, you can also just use it as a trinket. How often is it going to come up?
Hmm.
Well, if he cannibalizes it, then he can just make them all, or
True.
give it to multiple people at a higher cast level or whatever.
As long as you can cast it.
Yeah, it's a 3rd level spell.
Is it in your
Is
spell
it?
list, though?
If I cannibalize it, it's a wizard spell, so then now I have it forever.
Alright.
Oh, and it's a ritual too, so I can cast it for free.
Nice. Then go ahead and
Cast
cannibalize it.
Yep. 10 willing creatures. I can give us all water breathing for 24
Yep.
hours in the very beginning of
Oh.
the hunt for free.
Easy then, yeah.
Oh, if you're gonna give it for free, then I won't bother taking it from my spell list.
Yeah, no, it's a ritual, and it's the spell grants up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range the ability to breathe underwater until the spell ends. Doesn't even require concentration.
Will we be needing Find Steed to have an FB to drag people around?
It does. How fast does it move underwater?
Epioth, I don't know. I haven't looked.
Because
Gotcha.
it's probably gonna be faster for me. My movement speed on land is 30 feet, so I have swim speed of 30 feet.
Mine will be the same, I think 35.
So yeah, how does that work? What's the swimming speed? It's just half.
Epioth's swim
Equal to
speed.
your run speed or whatever.
Epioth's swim speed is 30.
Okay.
It's only got 5 hit points though, so if it's hit,
So I didn't say till movement speed. Otherwise, I was gonna use fly speed.
I have no idea what this thing could be, by the way, besides a Namio.
Yeah, that's all I can think of too.
I think it might be a Namiel. There's only like 1 or 2 aquatic L dragons. I suppose it could be Dire
We're
Morales.
both wrong. It's a Goldbeard Sedaeus.
I mean, out of character, it might be a Dire Morales as well. That's CR11.
True.
If we run into a black dragon, that's definitely a big deal.
Yeah.
So swim speed is half your normal movement speed.
Normally, if you don't have a swim speed.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna lean pretty hard on it being Namiel though, I think.
I think so as well.
I don't mind
Still
it being a
14.
Sedaeus.
I got potions for cold and thunder or lightning res.
I could make some. I could make some. I give resistance to one of those. I'm probably gonna give either lightning or cold.
I've got lightning res and I can drink for cold. So
We got magic missile. So
I will not be immune to fire while I'm down there.
oh really?
Yeah, I'll have to switch out the trinket.
Ah, I thought that was your racial thing.
No, I don't have any racial resistance.
Unluck.
I give water walking to whatever we're fighting to try to force out of the water.
I think that
I
has
think
to
it has
be a willing creature.
Yeah. I don't think that would hurt Namiel all that much either.
If you target a creature submerged in liquids, the spell carries the target to the surface of liquid at the rate of 60 feet. So no, it doesn't have to be willing. Or never mind, because the sentence above it said it would imply it does, but then it has the second clause where you can do it to a creature. creature that's underwater. I'm not sure. I'm wondering if it can do it both ways. I'm not sure anymore.
What is the standard target?
Range 30 feet.
Hmm.
Because you can do up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range to gain this ability. But then if a target creature is submerged in liquid, it puts them to the surface at 60 feet per turn. So you just straight up like, oh, look, you're underwater and you're being a pain, that will get out.
I have an open trinket. I don't know if if you guys have an extra swim speed one.
I don't.
No.
No,
I
I
love
bought this one.
Let me see if I have anything in my little library.
I can give you Monoblos Carapace to get 1d4 plants.
Aquatic plants.
We probably find a lot of plants at the bottom of the ocean. And or because there's a lot of seabed around here.
Or Giganox Talon for plus 1d6 slashing.
Oh, we also don't know if it's going to be really dark down there. We should get a light source that's not extinguishable by water.
I have the light spell.
I also have mini orc in myself that produces light.
Do you have the Noxious Venom Gland, Mage? That gives you
Noxious.
the advantage, the reaction ability?
No, I don't.
Hmm.
Noxious venom.
Yeah, from the
Oh.
chaotic piggy.
And no, it depends if it's dark. If any dark vision are not down there too.
I think I do have it, but I never wrote down its effect.
Well, you have a reaction.
Yeah, I do. I have the noxious venom gland. I don't know what it does though.
If you get hit by melee, you can use your reaction to jump back like 15 feet and try to poison whoever you hit you. So it can interrupt attacks.
Yeah,
That's why we gave it to you.
I'll put that in a trinket. I gotta find out where he posted that thing so I can actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring my Tailblade and the Rathalos Ruby for my trinkets.
I only have the one trinket.
You might as well bring two because you can switch between them.
Yeah, but I don't have another good trinket option.
Ah,
It's been my problem for a long time is I've not gotten really parts for trinkets. Like, because I have a Wrath Ruby, which just gives me resistance to poison, but I don't have anything that makes me immune to anything or something like that.
a Rathian or Rathalos?
Rathian.
Oh.
If I had Rathalos Ruby, I would get immunity to fire, and I would have used that immediately. Especially after how many times I got hit.
Holy shit!
Because I have a Rathalos plates, I could put that on and get myself critical eye 1 or resistance to fire, but I'd rather put that on the actual weapon.
Are you looking for an offensive or defensive trinket?
That's what I'm looking for. Like, I wish I had another Urgon Ruby so I could put it on my trinkets.
Because I have heavy trinkets that I can give to you.
What trinkets you got?
He had the Mitsuni bubble fluid, so when you hit, you can apply slick. And the other one was the Ceregios Talon that when you hit, they have to make a saving throw or bleed. 1d4.
Are those melee hits?
No, it's weapon hits.
Which I get 3 shots a turn usually.
Sorry about that, guys.
You're not
Comes
welcome.
in, turn camera back on.
I was gonna buy some greater mega. Does I remember how many there was?
There were
I think.
3 greater.
All right, I'm gonna buy.
Stream camera.
I'm gonna buy 3 then. Be 450.
Yeah, but I was able to remove this piece from my armor and put it into my trinket. That'd be a different story, but I can't do that.
There's so much random stuff.
I'll see what else the merchant has before I do anything.
I mean, he doesn't. I don't have a list of stuff. I just kind of was giving you guys what you were looking for on the terms of a swim thing by this point.
Okay, I was gonna see if you had a Aragon Ruby on
He would
don't-
not have that.
third.
Can you check in the back?
Excuse me, you need to have this. I require it, therefore you must have it.
Let me talk to the manager.
The manager's Gerathor.
God help us all.
Hi.
Okay,
Mm.
I put that thing in a trinket, so I'm using that.
Okay.
Did you want to use one of Heavy's trinkets?
I could borrow the bleed one because I shoot 3 times usually.
That's what it does. It's a low DC, but if you hit a lot, it's good. And the good thing about it is that it's just straight up 1d4 hit points. It's not a type of damage, so you don't
Yeah.
have to worry about them being
Does it
immune.
stack?
Yep.
Each
Okay,
each
yeah, I'll
hit,
take it.
yeah, I'll stack it.
And they have to take their action to staunch it. So
Just
it's
make
great.
sure you can actually apply it and not have to any conflicts with other materials.
Unless there's a Kuru Peko next to them that can cure wounds.
Mhm.
The
Yeah,
one
I'll
fatal
borrow the
flaw of
trinket.
the greater is there has to be a Kuru Peko in the area. Okay.
Yeah, I'll borrow that trinket since I don't have one. When I'm looking at the post, are we going to be doing hunting at like the dark depths of the ocean?
You're going to be going to the ocean map. The battle may, or more than likely, will probably take place deeper in the ocean.
Okay, so I'm seeing if I need to have dark vision goggles or
You-
not. So I can
it
prepare
probably would not be on the surface, most likely.
those. Okay.
Are we fast tracking this hunt as well? Or
We're
do we
gonna.
need to have like about an hour, or are we just gonna go into the
Well,
next?
the beauty of
session?
the fact that we actually have sessions here is that we can start the hunt and then we can just be like, this is where we're going to end the hunt. You guys have found this many signs, and we'll just go
Yeah.
from there. So this is going to be an actual hunt, and we
Sweet.
don't have we're not set on a time limit because we'll just continue the hunt in the next session.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Excellent.
So if you guys fail miserably on your Trailblazer rolls for the next, forever, and you find no signs, I just have to start inventing new shit for you guys to fight.
Great. Another one.
Another one.
Why is there 60 Seregius out here?
You guys have found 15 different cursed shrines at this point in time.
I have a whole
Stop
collection.
rolling ones.
You're like, guys, we've hit 15 of them. By this point, it's gotta be one that's good. We just touch it.
I mean, we can take them, right? We have a cart. I'll mold earth and dig around
Oh,
it,
Oh
uproot them.
Too
We
funny.
have the infinity shrines.
That's what's on the
With the
cart now.
powers
And just
combined.
touch them all as you guys start the hunt.
Hard
Alright,
mode.
should I
Just
make you
snap our
goggles of Night
fingers.
Mage?
I didn't catch that.
Should I make goggles of Night for Mage?
Probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
Do you want the Mage?
Are you there? He's muted.
He's dead.
He got a phone call.
We'll remember him.
Does anyone else want anything like resistance?
Yeah, sorry, I was on the
anything?
phone. What happened?
Do you want night vision?
Yeah, I don't have it. So if we're gonna be going underwater,
Okay, I'll give you dark vision.
cool.
Do we need? I don't think we need anything, do we? Paintballs, barrel bombs. Like
I'll
that
take
one's
Paintball
like
sound
a
like a good idea.
I'll take my dark vision spell with me just to be safe.
Sonic bombs.
Trank bomb.
I have trach ammo.
Can't
Well, if it's
trank
if it's
an
an
dragon.
yeah, it'd be more for anything else that we fight along the way.
True.
Shock traps work underwater.
We could all combine our
I'm out
money
of
and
shot
buy
traps.
one max potion.
Wouldn't it just be easier to buy the parts? I'll make it for cheaper.
Yeah. But
Yes.
I don't think we can buy the parts.
I'm gonna get some disposable earplugs because I already know.
No, they're mine.
We need
How
power
much?
juice.
How much do they cost?
I'm gonna buy power juice.
They were like, oh fuck,
Oh yeah,
pretty
I have a
cheap
lot of money
in
now.
abundance.
I got my
Where's the
drugs.
shop- Where's the shop page?
Oh, I hand one of the other haste patch back to Flight to be like, here you go.
Oh, thanks. Well, this was actually just a placebo.
It worked.
It's all in
It's
your
like, but they didn't have any haste in them.
Gerathor, you just found out that you lost 10 years of your life.
Oh, I went a bit farther than I thought.
He used his own life force to give himself haste without knowing it.
No way I reached Ultra Instinct for one hunt.
And it was versus a Tetsukabra. It's perfect.
Not wasted at all.
Nope.
All right, I'm ready to go.
Everybody else good?
think I am pretty set.
I assume we take a long rest
yeah.
before we go.
Yeah, you guys would have. Yeah, you guys wanted to rest. You couldn't. You would head out. Let's see. It would have been. It's probably like 8 or 9 o'clock at night right now. So you guys could, finish off the night. Drinking and eating in the guild hall, sharing some stories. Maybe Rewix comes out for his dinner at some point. You guys kind of sit around and chat for a bit. He's extremely interested in what this vial is. The only thing he notes is that this is not. He knows what it is. As you guys kind of, for the most part, kind of have the idea of what it was. That's a frenzy virus, and that you've all encountered it at some point in time during your hunts before. But this one is definitely not. It's not necessarily pure, I guess is a good way to describe it. It's not direct virus right from a Gormagala or even a Shagaru one. It's something's different about it, and that's what he's trying to determine. And that's what's going to take him some time. So he hopefully will have some answers when you guys return.
I'm gonna buy 2 large barrel bombs.
Okay. So you guys, you rest for the night. You wake up in the early morning. Conveniently enough, you're going to be heading to the Frozen Seaway to do this ocean hunt here. So it's going to be a little chilly, but obviously it's chilly in the ocean in the first place.
I will give myself resistance to cold tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. And for the sake of it, we're going to fast travel to the hunting ground because there's no real need not to. So we're just going to put you over here on the world map. As you are now in the Frozen Seaway. We'll say you were taken here because you're going on a hunt specifically. There's a faster travel way to here. I don't know if we want to use it by the teleportation circle that is in Poke Village. That allows you to. I was kind of going with the idea of maybe the teleportation circles in the villages are linked to the hunting grounds specifically.
Sure.
So you guys can get to, as long as the base camp is still intact, obviously. If the base camp's not intact, you have to walk.
All right.
But in this case, you end up on an island in the middle of the ocean here, which looks convenient like every other island whenever you go in the ocean, no matter where you go. Let's go and pull you guys.
Brand new to me.
Let's see. Are your character tokens out here? Oh, I don't have the dynamic lighting set up properly on this one. Click the on. Update when dropping. Save. There we go. Whoa.
I saw Matt for half a second.
I saw you for a half a second too. Yeah, what the fuck happened there? I'll fix that in a second, or I'll mess with it in a second.
There we go.
Mini Orc can see. That's weird.
Well, he has dark vision.
Well, yeah, but I'm gonna delete flight and put him back out.
I cannot see.
I have not dragged you out yet.
I can see.
Everybody should be able to see now.
No, sir.
Mage, why you always? Why you
Never
always?
mind.
Why you? Why you always?
It's like in the bottom right.
Gotcha.
Kahootie, you shall become a snake.
Snake Hootie.
So you all arrive at a through a teleportation circle to this location where you begin your hunt. Because obviously when quests are made, the most part, unless they're like in a nearby village, specifically hunting grounds, you are able to get to where you got to go. So you arrive at the ocean, your base camp at about 8 a.m. in the morning. We're gonna go with.
All right.
Guild scouts have already dropped off most of your supplies that you would bring and set up your tents. There is a large blue guild chest under the tree.
I check it.
All right, inside you find shit.
Oh,
Why is this in here?
Bug bomb.
You find 1 potion of greater first aid for each of you, and 2 days rations, and that's all you get.
We're in high rank now.
Mm-hmm.
I should. No. I get the potion. I'll settle for the potion.
Yep.
I'm gonna. Oh yeah, Kuhudi can be an owl for now.
Okay. You don't turn into like an octopus or something?
He can on. It's the find familiars junk, so all he can be is a
Seriously.
piranha or a seahorse.
Ah.
But there's no need for him to be that now because they can only breathe underwater, so they'll just be flopping around.
Gotcha. I mean, you can just like change his shape like right at the edge of the water. It's like I'm gonna like this. You can just stay right there.
So it's dark right now, right?
It is currently. I mean, it's early morning, so it's. I wouldn't say dark.
It's brightening up.
It's dark for. It looks like for flight for some reason. I don't know why flight is like.
You gave Kuhudi vision, but not me, so I can't see.
See, I was looking at that
familiars
too.
have vision, but not me.
That's what I don't understand. Like, what the fuck is going on with that? Why are you being dumb? Roll 20. Sure, night vision. Let's turn night vision on for everybody.
I seem to have froze my camera.
I probably minimized Discord.
Ah.
Nope, you're just frozen. I mean, maybe you're both frozen. We'll find out.
I'm back.
Aha.
Frozen my face like that. Ugh.
Could be worse.
Well, my face is on the camera. It's already worse.
There you go. Fix that there. There you go. All right, cameras are fixed.
All of darkness.
I believe Mage
Is
is
it
here.
still... Why the fuck, Mage? Delete.
Ah,
You're dead. Quit being broken.
I'm Kuhudi's familiar now.
Save that way, maybe? Ah, fuck you, roll 20.
Did they get rid of the old lighting, dynamic lighting
They
now?
did not, but shit should be just like, working in general. Update on choke and drop, dynamic lighting's on. Your fucking settings are exactly the same as they were on the other ones that were working.
But they're not.
Save settings, turn it back on. I don't know why. It's so dumb.
Just go with no light.
Yeah, we're trying to just. I mean, all the monsters are hidden. We're just gonna turn it off for now. Because I don't want to deal with it at the moment.
Oh,
So
Alright.
pretty.
Alright. So, as you guys gather your supplies, let's go ahead and determine roles for the hunt. Who's my trailblazer?
Yeah.
Alright. Gerathor. Who is my scout?
Thought that was me again.
Who is my spotter?
That'd be me.
And my artesian is the fancy pants mage.
you know it.
He does have the fanciest pants.
Okay. So, as you would determine your roles, Mage, what have you brought or what are you cooking for the group as you start this hunt?
Oh gosh, dang it! Where is it? I had it. Okay. Cook. Be right back.
Yep.
All right, so we're rank 2.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do something swimming related,
You can breathe underwater.
right?
That'd make
Ranged
my
weapons can be
spells easier.
fired. Ranged weapons can be fired underwater at no penalty.
That'd be a good one.
That'd be
So,
really good
if they're
one.
considered as a thing for that, if the weapon is considered like a crossbow, which like the light bow gun, heavy bow gun, and the revolvers in this case would be, they do not suffer from the effects of. Well, no, at max, is it max range?
It just says ranged weapons can be fired underwater at no penalty.
Okay, I would say because normally it would be crossbows can shoot at their normal range with no penalties at all, but beyond that, they just automatically miss. So if you ate that, then that would mean that your range would be maximized to your like 320 or whatever it is for your guys' revolvers.
I don't think we have to worry about catch mining or
Ha! Doesn't exist anymore, so you can't have it.
How dare you?
There's a panish to not fail a carve check.
I can finally see the map.
Seriously? Oh yeah.
I just caught up.
Oh well. Wait. Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Roll 20 is shit. Really angry.
So I guess not the ranged weapons, or do you? No, because you can be using ranged weapons.
I'll be using ranged weapon underwater anyways. But if I don't have to worry about it, my maximum range is 60 feet anyways because I have a part.
Well, so
Okay.
is your part increases your normal range, doubles your normal range?
It doubles my range. Yeah.
Gotcha. So he has 60 feet. Then is what he has.
All right,
So
what
I
do you
have
put?
plenty of room to shoot.
Oh yeah, rank 2. He can breathe underwater.
Valid conduct bar. Reroll a loot table.
And I'll be above water for majority of this anyways, because I can fly.
Oh, what's that? What's the athlete feat?
Athlete feet, you can get up with 5 feet of movement instead of half movement.
Being knocked prone underwater would be kind of hard.
I mean, you can be knocked prone and just float yourself right back into position.
Yeah,
So,
it seems kind of weird. Can you really be prone underwater?
yeah, you could technically be prone.
But I mean, there's like
You're not spinning.
3-dimensional. Yeah, I guess that would be it to stop spinning around.
Climbing doesn't cost you extra movement. You can make a running long jump or high jump after moving only 5 feet instead of 10 feet. So, athlete's not really useful in an ocean hunt, realistically.
Yeah.
Increase your swim speed by 5 feet. Tuna head.
Where's the?
Tier
Oh yeah.
1.
Yeah. Let's try that.
Okay.
Tuna head tier 1. Let's do that.
All
DC
right.
10.
Okay. Tuna head it is then. So, you are going to go through the steps of cooking your meal, which is... Can I copy paste the easy way here where it'll be nice and properly formatted? Yes, I can. Boom. Deciding on the recipe or what to cook, gathering the ingredients, preparing the ingredients, cooking the meal, and plating it properly. Choose 3 of those options, using a different ability score for each. And describe to me how you cook the tuna head.
Gonna use some intelligence to find the best quality tuna around.
Okay.
Gotta know your sweet spots.
Are you doing this like in a market, or are you trying to do this like, are you going out to like swim and like try to catch them, like kind of idea, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm using like the cantrip shaped water to like.
Okay.
Get
Water
that
bend it out of the water.
Acquire fish.
So go ahead and use your intelligence to know where. 14. Okay. Yeah, you spend some time trying to really determine it. It probably takes a bit more time than you like, but you find a spot where there's some tuna that you see that is what you're looking for.
All right, now to cut it up into nice little pieces. Don't want
Okay.
to get any of those fish bones in there.
Using your dexterity, I assume, to prepare the ingredient. 12.
True.
Yeah, so you cut them up. There might be a small little tiny pin bone here and there, maybe. We'll find out. But you think you did a pretty good job.
And then I'll use the cooking utensils to properly cook the meal.
Don't roll a 1.
Bam. Wow, really?
Nice.
12, 13, 14.
So with that, on tuna head, what you said was a tier 1. You spend some time cooking up this meal. No pin bones, luckily enough. You definitely filleted it properly. You definitely got a nice high quality tuna, and you cook it to exactly your intended to, like, you know, temperature and all that type of jazz. As you all sit down to eat it around the campfire, it is quite tasty. You each gain an extra 5 feet to your swim speed, but no other bonuses are provided.
Why am I rolling so low?
Oh no.
You rolled 10 or higher each time, so it's not bad. Oh well, except that 9.
Considering the
for
DC is
9.
a 10, and like
Yeah.
that's the whole point. Like, all right, it's a rank 1 food. Let's go. Like, if I tried to cook a rank 2, I would have like barely. Have
You would have
succeeded.
barely, yeah.
I see. Get up, rub my stomach, flex, ready to go.
As is tradition.
Now I have a speed of 20.
All right, as you guys begin your cold descent into the water of the frozen seaway.
I use find steed to create an epioff for someone to hold on to, probably mage. Has a swim speed of 30.
I'll be above water for majority of it. I'll watch you guys from above.
They're an herbivore. Do I have them?
Yeah, I do. They have like 5 HP.
Oh, I know I have them, but I was trying to find them in my stat blocks. I do not have them, but I have a token for them, so I'll just pull a token out.
If it's hit, it's dead.
That's fair to me. Boop. Uploading is gonna be gigantic.
Boom.
Thing's huge.
It's huge size, right?
I believe
It's large.
That's what I meant to say. I'm gonna give you control, so that way you have access to it to move it around as you need to.
Link it to mage, probably. He's gonna use it.
Okay, I'll link it to Mage then. I'll link it to both of you. That'll make it easy. There you go. You both should be able to move it now.
Hey, buddy.
Rotating stuff and making it difficult to like move things easily.
Nah, he's looking at me and I'm looking at him.
No, ruin your day.
Has an AC of 11, 5 hit points, and 30 swim speed.
+5.
Why not kill this thing?
If it decides to attack, it can do 2 damage.
Nice. Okay, so as you have that summoned, do you change your Kahootie into a seahorse or anything?
I'm gonna change it to a quipper. It's basically a little piranha.
Quipper. All right.
I have the stat block up for it already.
Yep. I know what a quipper is. That's for sure.
I switch my trinket out to the tailblade, so I have a swim speed, can breathe water, and can resist cold temperatures in water.
Okay. If you're resistant to cold, yeah, you don't have to worry about the cold at all. In the first place.
Specifically to cold water, not to cold damage.
I got you on that.
Can you move this
To the back, yeah.
Ultra, yeah.
Not layer. Move to back. Okay, should be good now. There we go. Okay. As you all begin your slow descent in the water, we just kind of watch like Navy SEALs each swim, and under, with flight above, just keeping an eye on things.
Oh yeah, before I forget, because it's important to mention, I'm going to use a ritual to cast water breathing on all of us.
Okay.
So for the next 24 hours, we can all breathe underwater.
Okay, you all can breathe underwater, and that was the time you spent destroying that material to get the effect, right, or get the spell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am now a duck.
I have double gills.
We both have double gills.
Mm-hmm. Gerathor, would you please give me your Trailblazer check as we begin the hunt?
Ooh, actually, shit. I was thinking about getting a Psycho Serum. I think it is the advantage.
I got one for you.
Can I quickly down that to use it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alrighty. Advantage on these survival checks, because this is a big hunt.
Okay, a 19.
It's a good thing.
Hunt begin. I don't need to fudge any rolls. If it's below a 9, then you guys deal with your shit. I just saw a spider.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's a wolf spider down in here in my basement here somewhere. I saw the other day. It was on the wall behind my computer over here. I'm like, I can't kill you because there's no way to reach you son of a bitch. And then I looked away for like 5 seconds and it just fucking vanished.
He's like, you'll see me when you need me most.
I mean, I don't mind. Like, I try to deal with spiders. I have problems with spiders. I've gotten bit by them. My dog's died to them. I don't like spiders. But I've been trying to be nicer to them and not murder them instantly anymore. So.
Well, spiders are bros.
Yeah, they kill all the other crap that's in this basement. We had a gigantic one in the cat litter box at one point. So, I mean, my wife was like, look at this thing. It was like right when we moved in here. It was great. All right, back to the game. So, as you begin your journey outwards from the starting point, your base camp, there isn't too much to see as my scout needs to make me their stealth and perception check, which would be you flight.
Yep, perception advantage because New York.
Which way are we going?
And stealth.
At the moment, you're just trying to coming out. I figure I'm going to put you guys in this area, and then you guys can choose to go south or more east. Or, east. So you're moving out the way. This flight's kind of hovering above. About how above are you, flight?
I'm 50 feet in the air
Okay.
above the water.
So I will say that your perception is a 13 above the water, and when you get down about beyond like 30 feet below, it's at that disadvantage. So we're gonna kind of give you a little bit of both. Now, if you were underwater, I would say you'd be able to see a bit better underwater. But we're gonna kind of do a little bit of both in this case.
Okay.
Okay. So
I figured they were mostly at the surface, so I wasn't too worried about not seeing them.
Okay. So, as you are looking about, you don't notice anything. It seems fairly quiet. There's mostly just kind of rocks and rubble down the sea floor here. It's not super deep. It's about that 30 or so feet in this area, as it's slowly sloping downwards into deeper depths. But you don't happen to notice anything. So,
watch the wake of the big aquatic creature over there swim this way.
Mm-hmm. So what do you do, Flight? How are you relaying this information? I guess in this question, the rest of the group, are you guys swimming on top of the water right now? Are you guys underwater? How's this working?
I might as well say like 10 feet under.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're about 10 or so feet under. So how do you relay this information, Flight?
The gleam off my armor. Like, I'll use my palms, since I have those lightning launchers. I'm going to use like kind of like Morse code to indicate that I don't see anything.
Okay. Hey, so okay, the flash. Okay. So as you guys kind of look it up, you see some flashing. We'll assume you guys have some kind of way to be able to determine what it is. It might be a little harder underwater, but you get the idea that it's all clear at the moment. Shaseth, what is your passive perception? It's a 20. Okay, good to know.
20.
Okay.
I see all.
You know all.
Yep. So as you guys go ahead.
I could probably pump it up to like a 28 with feats.
Blech. All right. So as you begin making your way, through this area, kind of trying to determine where to go, give Gerathor some idea. Since Flight doesn't see anything, you start looking around Shaseth, see if you notice anything, any clues or anything like that. When about 30 or so feet directly below you, you catch, as Flight's kind of trying to like signal you, you catch the glint of something buried in some of the rubble down below.
I pointed out to Gerathor.
Let's check it out.
I swim down.
Okay. Just for the sake of
Swim
it,
down with him.
Shaseth, give me a perception check. Though you found something, I just want to. This will determine what you find.
Roger.
12.
I rolled a 2.
Okay. So yeah, you begin swimming your way down. As you get closer to it, about 10 or so feet away, it flashes brightly. And I need both Shaseth and Gerathor to please make me a wisdom saving throw.
I'm good at these. Oh, come on.
I got my eyes.
Where is it?
Why did it roll twice?
Roll 20 is being really finicky today.
It wanted you to know what could have been.
Yeah. Okay. And the rest of you all see this flash at the same time. So we are going to roll for initiative. Okay. So Gerathor, you see the bright flash, your eyes flicker a little bit as you kind of regain your composure after a couple seconds. Shaseth, you see this light, and it is the most beautiful thing you've ever seen, and you gotta go towards it.
Oh, is this a charm?
It is.
I have advantage.
All right, go ahead and make another roll then.
Technically, he did.
It doesn't count.
That's what Roll20 was doing.
All right. So you feel it, and you same thing. You kind of blink it off, and you're good. Yeah, Roll20 knew. I assumed he
Okay.
wasn't gonna fail it anyways, but sake of rules.
Yeah,
So-
that
You're both currently 20 feet underwater. You have Mage 10 feet under, and Flight, I think he said 30 feet up,
50 feet up.
50 feet up. So Flight, you are currently 70 feet away from, or technically you're 80 feet away from the ground.
Yeah.
The seabed. As Gerathor, it is your turn. Currently all you see is like a bunch of rubble and this little orb just barely sticking out from the rubble.
I'm gonna shoot at the orb with my Kinsect.
It definitely has some heavy cover. So a 15 does not hit. You strike at it, and the orb kind of like retreats into the rocks, and the Kinsect smashes in the rock, destroying one of them.
How does one Kinsect underwater?
He has water breathing, so he can
Yeah.
perfectly fine.
Insects or Kinsects are immortal, obviously.
Ah, right. They're thunderbugs.
Yeah.
Thunder beetle.
Oh, it
13 does not
jumps
hit.
back, and that's nothing.
Yeah, so both of them, they strike it, destroying 2 rocks, and the orb just kind of comes back out.
That's all. I guess I'll just move like 10 feet away.
Yep.
To the side.
Is it right underneath us?
It is directly beneath you, yes.
All right.
Here, I'll give you guys an idea for an orb here. You can get one. Come on, Roll20. You're
I just
stupid. Put your
see a light source.
Why did that one not appear? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer, that's why. There you go. It's obviously smaller than that, but to give an idea.
All right.
Actually, and I guess as Gerathor's turn comes to a close, make sure this is in correct order. It is good. So on as Gerathor's turn comes to a close, it is now its turn. As I will reveal it kind of shakes itself up and appears from out of the rubble as the
Return
rubble
of
kind of falls
Gobble.
apart. Yes, a Gobble appears. And it looks up in your direction. Why'd you move, Shaseth? You're above it.
Seeing its face.
Ah. Let's zoom in for the stream. And as it does, since you are currently Shaseth 10 feet above it, it's going to shift slightly this way. And it is going, his mouth opens wide, and a whirlpool starts to form in the towards Kahudi, Mage, Shaseth, and the gigantic Epioth. Go ahead.
Epioth.
I need all of you to make me a strength saving throw.
Oh, that's
I
unfortunate.
just looked down at a whirlpool.
Yep, because it's like suddenly that whirlpool is starting to like
Oh,
Oh,
ignore that
okay.
+3. I don't know why that's clicked.
ignoring it.
Actually, don't ignore that because you're within 10 feet of me.
Yeah, you are technically within 10 feet. That's correct. And then I need Kahudi to make one, and I need the Epioth, which what is its strength? Probably, I'm guessing like a 10 or a 12.
Oh, man. Oh,
12
wait,
plus
strength.
1. Plus 1.
Oh,
So plus 4.
so it's got a plus. Okay, so a d20 plus 4. So 7. So plus 4, so 11. Okay. So I'm gonna roll an interesting thing here. Gotta swallow a creature swallows closest one first, and use bonus action. How many can it swallow? I guess technically, actually, the Epioth doesn't need to make it because it can't be pulled in. So it fights against it, and both Mage and Kahudi are swallowed by the Goblin.
Well, considering I myself am mounted on this thing.
Yeah, but you're mounted on the point of like you're holding on to it, and literally the whirlpool is pulling you off of it.
Okay.
It's not like you're like seatbelted in. So both Kahudi and you are pulled in. You
we got it.
are currently blinded and restrained while inside of its stomach, and
The sickest place you can be.
that is all that it can swallow. As you and Kahudi are both inside, and that is going to be its turn. Mage, you're up. You're blinded and restrained. What do you do?
You
What
can't
does
miss.
restrained do?
can't move.
Restrained, you have disadvantage on attack rolls, and they has advantage on attack rolls against you.
Well, he made the unfortunate mistake of swallowing the wrong person.
There's 4 targets over here that say that's the wrong target.
You're all just like, poor soul.
I'm just expecting the gobble to explode.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cast magic missile at max.
How many third level slots do you have?
I have 3, but water breathing's a ritual, so it didn't cost me anything to do it.
Nice.
Now, see, the ironic part about this is that technically each target hits a creature of your choice that you can see within range, but I'm going to let it happen anyways because it's bullshit otherwise.
I also have dark vision though. Oh yeah, I know what you're saying.
So yeah, because you're technically blinded.
Here, so I'll do this then, just for funds. I'll use a bonus action to cast light on myself. So now in his stomach, I can see.
Yeah, there's definitely glowing around you for sure.
I mean, all you have to do is point in a direction.
Well, the funny, the specifics on rules. I was gonna let it happen anyways, but
magic missile, 3rd level. Womp.
Okay, so that is
10 times 5 plus 16.
Right. So 10 times 5 is 50. 50 plus. Or does it automatically roll it? Yeah, because it's a 10 that we have to roll. Yeah, okay. So 1050 plus then the 7 plus the 9. So 66 points of damage. As I now need to make another check as you guys all watch. You just hear a loud explosion underwater. It's kind of like a depth charge sound for you, Flight. It needs to make a con save, and let's see if it regurgitates you or not. I whispered the roll. Stream can see it, but it succeeds. It does not throw you up. But there's a nice gigantic like hole in its chest as water starting to like flow into it. It is looking bloodied from that hit. Okay.
Fish.
As Mage, your turn comes to a close. Flight, you're currently 80 feet. It's 70 feet away from it.
I will fly to be about only 30 to be just above the water.
Okay, that will put you 20 feet from it. You're right on the water's like surface.
Yeah, I'll be like 30 feet, 10 feet off the ground then, so I'll be 30 feet away from it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna unload gun into it.
Okay.
Gun 1.
Okay. That is definitely
gun
a hit.
2, and gun 3.
All right. All of those hit as you.
First damage, second damage, and third damage.
All right. 14, 15, and 11. Okay. As you put 3 holes into
3
it.
Con saves.
For the bleed?
Yeah.
1 fail.
Yay, D4 damage consistently.
Yep, start of its turns, it will take that. Okay.
Assuming it has a turn.
Assuming it has a turn.
Of course it will have a turn. How dare you guys?
I'll use the rest of my movement to go back up a little bit.
Okay. As your turn comes to a close, it is going to use its legendary action, and it creates a blinding flash from the orb on its head. I need everybody within 30 feet, which would be both Gerathor and Shaseth, to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution?
Yep. Son of a bitch.
I think I made it.
Son of a bitch. You actually, Shaseth both also succeed. So neither of you, both of you cover your eyes in time. You kind of blink away the extra little light bubbles. And Shaseth, you are up.
I swim down to its face.
Mhm.
I smile. I do a full charge.
Okay.
Maximum overcharge.
Ah!
For crits?
And it's dead.
Sure, I'll pump a level 1 smite into it.
Okay.
Just why
You
not?
should have stayed hidden, little fish.
Oh, the dice.
All right, so let's see.
If it's not dead, I'll be surprised.
I just wanted to eat.
77 points of damage. Yeah, as Shaseth, how do you kill the first creature of the hunt?
I want to cleave its, bottom jaw off, essentially, so I can pull Mage out. Oh, I'll cleave its top jaw off.
Okay.
Why not?
No, like Levi. In Attack on Titan against the female Titan.
Ah.
break the sides of the jaw so that it forces itself open, and
Bleh.
then he's just sitting in the bottom of it. You just grab him out of it.
Kahootie gets to live now too because of that.
For
That's-
once.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, as you slice it off, or you break it and like you reach in to grab out Mage. Both Kahootie and Mage spend their movement to get out of the Gobel as the initial fight comes to an end with this poor murdered Gobel. All it wanted to do was eat Mage in peace, and you guys were rude.
Poor fish.
It should have just stayed hidden, because
Big no-
it should have known that there's always a bigger fish.
I keep a lookout to make sure there's not even bigger fish around while they carve it up.
Well, I
Like,
guess it's
my
carving. Carve time.
If any of you pop up to the surface, I'm like, hey, if you guys can grab me that Gobel lantern, might have some fun ideas.
Well, we'll see if we can get it.
So just put
Is
in
it just 3 or is it?
It
4?
is just 3 carves.
Okay, there's 3 there.
All right, so that is Gobel with 3 successes. I'm going to mark it here. Successes. Cool. Got it there. It's a nice, good fight. As, yeah, you spend about 15 or so minutes carving up this thing underwater, just kind of going at it as Flight kind of, circles around all of you. Mage kind of brushes himself off some of the guts and viscous that he got from being swallowed by the thing and blasting it.
You're in a bath.
Yep. Cahootie's little seahorse. I think it was a seahorse, right?
It's a
Piranha.
Quipper.
No, it's
Oh, a
the
Quipper, right. Yeah, Quipper just kind of, swims out and just kind of spins around in circles to get all the mucus and gore off of it. As you guys look around, there are no signs of any kind of lights, or really there's no abyss here because there's the ground itself is only 30 feet down. But you have 2 directions to go. You have to your east if you want to kind of follow the current, but there was a pathway to the south also as well. And both seem to be leading deeper.
I'm gonna use my action to put Kahootie in a pocket dimension for now.
Goody vanishes for the time being.
I'm just leave him at the base island for now.
I stare down, waiting for direction from Gerathor. I'm looking for his horns to pop up like an alligator.
Yeah, accurate. We're just gonna go to the right.
Going east. All right. Go ahead and give me that Trailblazer check and let's see how we do.
Looking for Shark Gerathor.
Shark door.
Yeah, you 2 of you guys have spines, so seeing you guys swim through the water with your spines out of the water just kind of work.
I mean, sure. I'll stay high.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So as you begin entering this area of flight or flying over, go ahead and give me your stealth and perception.
Perception with advantage, and then stealth. That sucks.
Move you guys away from the goal. Okay, so as you fly over, you travel. There's a little bit of distance between these 2 areas in this case. You begin traveling for a bit, and the seafloor for you, Flight, fades away into darkness. You cannot see down below, for at least probably a minute or 2 until it kind of finally reappears, and the area itself is just a bright and vibrant coral reef that is almost to the surface.
No, I've never been over here before. Yeah, just keep circling around, get the attention of my party members when they get close enough.
Okay. So yeah, as the party members kind of like swim over that kind of dark depths there. As you kind of swim through it, you do notice a couple glints of bright lights down in the depths. Like they're, well, I guess faint, not bright. They're like faint lights down deep in the depths below.
A whole
And then-
family of Gobel.
And then continue on into this direction where you encounter this large coral reef. It is extremely dense, bright, vibrant colors. As you kind of look at it, I mean, it looks like a coral reef. It's almost to the surface. Like there's no way you could swim above it.
I wonder if there's any. Is there bugs in the ocean?
Yeah, I think. Let me double check my. Not look at my stuff. Damn it.
Diving bell spiders.
I'm pretty sure
Water
there's.
striders.
Looks like.
I mean, there are, but I'm trying to determine if there's actually like resource ones. Yeah, I have insects.
I would like to use my spotter ability to find a bug.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a d6 as you find a bug. Oh no, you have to make the attempt to catch it still, right?
Well, I can use the cantrip, that little
Yeah.
gust where it's harmless.
Okay. Okay, so you use gust to catch it, and in that case, we'll just use Shaseth, but we'll have you use it next time. So you do find a god bug.
Nice.
And by the time we get back, we'll have a honey, so I can make you the thing.
Just see a little bug trying to escape while someone's just like papping the wind. They can't move in any direction.
Yeah, it's like flying. It was like sitting on like a little piece of land and starts to fly off, and Shaseth just jumps out of the water and just grabs the thing. Or no, you gust it right into his hands. It's perfect.
Me and Mini Orc pull signs out that say 10.
I'm gonna let you guys can track your resources you gather. I'm not gonna put that in my list of stuff since we don't need to track it as much anymore, at least on my end. So you just determine who gets it.
Cosplay as a crocodile.
I'll keep track of your monster carves and stuff like that you still have to roll for, but I'm not gonna keep track of your resources.
All right, well, one god bug for Shaseth.
Okay. I don't know. I should probably clear up this initiative. So you currently are at the edge of this coral reef when you catch this thing. What do you guys do?
I did my thing.
Look for some signs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still
Give
keeping
me-
an eye out.
So in terms of, I guess, give me a perception check if you want to look, Mage. Shaseth hadn't seemed to notice anything specifically stand out other than like you guys saw the little abyssy little like faint lights, but nothing else really. But you might find something in the coral reef itself.
You're asking the wrong guy.
15. Looking about in the coral reef, not really. The only thing you may notice is that the coral reef itself looks extremely jagged, I guess would be a good way to describe it.
Waters.
I'll send Mini Orc to go look in the waters with them.
Okay. Mini Orc, a little tiny splash from above. Give me a performance check for Mini Orc. Let's see how well
Performance? Okay.
let's see how well that splash was as he enters into the water.
Performance.
It's a pretty solid, like there's a minimal splash.
He is a tiny creature. I pressed the wrong button the first time. I thought you said perception.
No, you were good. I mean, you said you're having him drop down, and you.
Yeah.
I was just having the performance for fun, just to see. So, I mean, Mini Orc's down there. What are you guys doing? Like, are you guys trying to traverse the area? Are you trying to? Because I see Shaseth is kind of moved in. It looks like.
Mini Orc's
I'd be
with
following
his
him.
greater vision was just looking around down there too.
Everybody that is moving around, I need you, please. That's in the reef itself. Please make me a survival check or perception.
Mini Orc will stay near the surface, as that's just what he does. 2, darn it.
Not advantage, but still.
Flight. That's our Mini Orc, okay?
Mini Orc just did bad. After he saw nothing, he flies back up to me.
I think reasonably, Shaseth, you are okay with your passive. Mage is a fail. Mage, roll for the gigantic creature at disadvantage.
Why do I have so many things open?
As, let's see, and Gerathor's a 17. So Gerathor, you succeed.
Got a 10.
Mini
that?
Orc fails. Okay,
It's got a +1 wisdom.
so a 10, so it's an 11. Okay, so Epioth fails. Mini Orc fails. Mage fails. And, okay, that's it. So Shaseth and Gerathor, you succeed. Shaseth, you succeed because you're passive. Okay, so each of you take a amount of damage.
Oh no, happy off.
It lives, I'm pretty sure. It takes 3. Everybody takes 3 points of poison damage, or sorry, slashing damage. And let's see if anybody failed to save by 5 more. So Mini Orc is poisoned for 1 hour.
Immune.
Mage, you are poisoned for 1 hour.
How did wouldn't I? So I'm mounted on the
Wait.
thing. I don't know how much that actually matters.
If he failed it by 5 or more, how did I not fail it?
Because you did a survival.
Oh, it was 2 different things.
Different DCs.
Yeah.
I
I thought they might be the same, so that's why I was confused.
No worries. The Epioth also. I guess what check would it have made? It doesn't make. It probably been. It would probably would have done
I imagine it
survival.
would have been survival, yeah.
So it does not fail it by 5 or more. So it is not poisoned. But yeah, so Mini Orc is immune. So Mage is the only one poisoned in this case. And Kahuti's in a pocket dimension, so pocket dimension is safe. As you make it about halfway through this area or so. I would say you can move up to half of the area. I'm going to move you guys back really fast with that first check. At some point, you get cut or caught, like the Epioth like panics probably, Mage, and that's when you it kind of rolls over, and that's when you get scratched by it. The Mini Orc just kind of just plowing through it, not really noticing. You hear just kind of little scratch marks, like nails on chalkboard from Mini Orc. Shaseth, Gerathor, same thing. It kind of cuts through your scales. It's just sharp. It's just so extremely sharp. Though neither of you take any damage, but you got marks on your armor and or body.
I feed the Epioth an herb to heal it for 1d6.
Yep, 1d4.
1d4.
Get back to full health.
Nice. It's back to full.
It only has so many.
I know.
I mend a Mini Orc for back to full because it's just going to be a d6.
Okay.
So 2d4 of your heals 4.
All right, and you make it about halfway through this area reasonably. There is this. We're gonna say there is not this land here in this case.
All right.
As you have kind of a choice to make. There is a pathway, Gerathor, you notice here. And over here, that maybe flight points out to you. Where do you want to go?
Does it look like the closer one heads darker?
I mean, you'd have to get closer. I mean, I guess Flight could take a look at them and relay that information. So Flight, yeah, you would see that it definitely, this is, the reef here itself, is definitely very close to land. But it definitely looks like it's darker here. We're going to ignore the land in the middle of that area. And same thing with going south. Both go deeper in depths, though it seems to go deeper, faster from this section.
Go that way.
Okay. Go ahead and I need everybody to make me another survival or perception check as you make it traverse the second half of this. And then
Come out of the water back up to me.
okay. Okay, those are all successes so far. I need the Epioth to have one, so another that's a fail. So Epioth is going to take some damage here. 7. I think that might be too.
Dead.
As it vanishes. And it's poisoned wherever it vanished to.
Well, I tried.
You did. All right, as you do make it, I think that's everybody that needed to make it. Cool. So you make it to this space as you see the darkness below. As you get to about here, it goes. So you can see about 30 to 40 feet down before the sun starts to fade into dark vision for another 20 or so feet. And then it's darkness below that point from light-wise.
Might be time for you to come down to the water, bird.
You can come up and tell me that.
Yeah.
I start flying down to the surface. No, actually, I do the full-on bird thing. I just dive right in.
Close your wings and just
Equip the armor and sink.
performance check. See how your dive is compared to mini orcs.
Belly flop.
I mean, there might be a little bit of stinging, a tiny bit, but otherwise it was impressive looking. There's just a big splash.
Where'd I go?
You forgot to break the water before he came in.
You gotta scream at it.
Where did I go?
So
Took me off the map.
I didn't take you off the map.
Yeah, I'm not there anymore.
I did nothing.
So one of the things I want to do now
How about now?
is
Oh, there
I
I
want
am.
to get a handful of ball bearings,
Okay.
and I guess I'll just get one of each for now. And I'm gonna cast light on each one and hand one to everybody.
I don't think you can do that. You want to cast light on one thing at a time.
Yeah, yeah.
I have
I don't
the
know how
object
much.
that
I don't know
gets-
how much time we have before we move forward. That's what I want to be doing.
Is light concentration or is it just cast and forget?
It's a cantrip. It lasts an hour. You
This-
touch one object that's no longer than 10 feet in any dimension.
The spell
Until the
ends
spell
if you
ends.
cast it again or dismiss it as an action. You don't cast it on one item.
Okay, I'll just cast it on the one.
I
then.
can have 8 little 5-foot lights though, if you want.
Oh, I just did the ball bearing because it can sink.
Oh, I can just grab rocks and do this.
Do it on the other ball bearings.
Okay. I give myself. I'll cast dark vision myself so I can see down here.
Okay. So you now have dark vision for the next hour.
8 hours.
8 hours. Okay.
Just so I have it done on the list. Yeah, so I'll do that. I'll make the things for that mage wanted, and I'll save one of these to make an audible sound when I speak the key phrase again, like last time, where it's going to be as loud as possible as a siren.
Nice.
I'm gonna make a pseudo sonic bomb.
Okay. And then I need to have Gerathor make me his survival check, please.
Because I full plated myself. I
No, no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Woo! Go into the depths. The most dangerous of ways. Where's my...
Take my ball bearing.
So I sink rather rapidly because I'm in full plate armor.
Okay.
To the depths I go.
Okay. So as you travel down, you kind of watch. Do you have the light ball bearing with you, Flight, or no?
I have one, but I put it like in my bag right now as I'm going down with the dark
Okay.
vision. I'll pull it out if I feel like I need it.
Okay. So Flight, as you start traveling down, just sinking down. For those who have dark vision, you can see you're 60 feet down from where you're at, which you're probably I'm guessing the 10 or 20 feet from the surface at the moment.
Sure.
And you watch as Flight just kind of fades out of view as Flight you travel down, past the 80 feet, 100 feet, and you can at that point 100 feet you can start to see the ocean floor, which you could determine is about 160 feet down. But as you do, you see a long snakish like figure, right at the edge of your sight right now, that is swimming along the ocean floor. Do you continue to sink down? Do you try to dismiss your armor? Because you can't quite tell what it is, though it looks quite large.
When we see large, am I thinking like is it big as any creature I've seen, or way bigger?
It's not as big as the thing you're looking at in the skeletons on the map right now, though I would say it's about as long as its tail.
I can't. So I
Oh
can't
no,
really
that's
tell what color it
that's
is.
really freaking huge. No, because you can't see colors with dark vision. You only see
Oh, that's
grayscale.
right.
But I would say it's probably. I'll give you a view here. Let's just say it's about 15, 20 feet long.
Okay, well, I kind of use my wings to like slow my descent down with kind of like a water parachute and just cling to the side of the wall.
Okay, so as you try to slow your descent, while you're wearing your armor, give me an athletic.
I can dismiss it as an action.
As they say, are you dismissing it or are you leaving it? That's the question.
I'll dismiss it so I can I don't fall as fast.
Right, so the armor vanishes and you stick your wings out and you start to slow your descent. Are you trying to go down slowly? Give me your stealth,
All right.
and then give me your perception.
Oh no.
I get advantage on that because I still have mini orc.
Okay. So as you begin to slow your descent, you see the creature's head turn and look up in your direction as the removal of the armor and the changing, like you spreading your wings out, kind of changes a little bit of it as it looks up at you, and you watch as its back begins to glow a bright, like light or a bright bluish color. And just kind of back and kind of goes through it as everybody from above, you're 100 or 140 feet down, you start to see these bright glowing like flashes.
Godzilla.
You think we should help him?
Probably.
As
I'll shoot from here.
as I see that, it's really unfortunate I'm not protected against lightning. If I see him ready to attack me, I immediately put my armor on and sink down faster.
All
I'll
right.
start slowing down.
I would say we should roll for initiative, but I don't want to because we're gonna call it here, and we'll just make sure we roll for initiative at the start of next game, for the sake of it. So yeah, bright glowing. We watch as like there's a lightning flashing in this creature's mouth, as I will reveal to you what it is.
The guy, Chris.
It's cutting us short again.
Cutting you short. It's like exactly in time. Plus we have to do loot
All right,
and other things.
it's time to finally kill one of these.
All right, and that's where we're gonna call it. So let's go and do experience with fast. Let's roll for the global loot, and we'll go from there.
Yes.
Bane's Gaming, I'm sorry that my streams end when you walk in. It makes you feel better. I have another game in an hour and 50 minutes.
It's not anywhere near as impressive as ours, but
I'm completely assuming that this is not what we're meant to be hunting.
Probably not.
That's not an elder.
no, but it
dragon.
is trying to murder me, so I would appreciate if it be dead.
That being said, it is in that range.
Let's see.
Yeah,
It's
this'll be
not
a
an
fun
elder
fight.
dragon though.
No, but it'll be fun.
It could be Abyssal.
Yeah.
It could have been Abyssal.
If it's Abyssal, we're in trouble.
Abyssal isn't even on the fucking monster sheet.
It's on the Patreon one.
Yeah.
What was it? CR28?
Did you like just do it or something?
No, it's been done for a little while.
Oh, I have a most
CR21.
updated.
It's on. It should be in the monster volume, the hunter volume year 2. I think is in. It's been in there for almost a year, I think.
Doesn't have a picture.
What am I
lagging.
doing here?
I should have cast invisibility on the way down.
I've only got Legiacris and young Legiacris, and I've got everything up that's got like.
No, it's in the Patreon
Magma.
like subspecies one.
Yeah, Patreon MHM year 2. It's the first one.
I don't have that. I just have the MHMM with loot tables.
Delete.
Abyssal is CR21.
It's probably not that. I'm gonna hope.
No.
Yeah, Abyssal is in the Patreon one. So you each get 1,700 experience for returning Rewix to the Poke Village and for killing the Gobble.
And the Tetsu. And assorted things.
I'll give
Yeah,
you
what
the,
about
I'll give you
helping
the
Jacob?
I'll give you the Tetsu. Let's figure out what his experience is worth. I forgot
Not
about
much.
him.
No, it's XP for helping him up and come.
Right.
Where's that?
We all helped him somewhere or another. We gave him pots, we gave him materials, we gave him kills.
I gave him a friend.
The power of friendship. You guys get 2,250 experience.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, 2250. End session notes. So let's go and roll for the Gobble.
Gobble.
If I tell you,
5,000
let's see here. So
No,
we have
4,000 to go.
All right.
Kill a Laggy will move you so close.
Someone go ahead and or who wants to roll for the loot table? You got 3 rolls
roll
to
one.
make.
I'll roll one.
Okay, everybody, those ones roll. I assumed Heavy was gonna be like, no, I don't want to.
Yeah, I've been rolling low like this whole time.
All right, so we have a
I haven't fought a
6
Gobble
from
in a long time.
Shaseth, and that's a kill. So that's a Gobble hide. Then we have a 16 and 12. So 16 is a Gobble fin. And then the 12 is a spike.
That'd have been useful before this.
Right? I mean, if someone has smithing tools like your artificer, on a short rest, you guys can attempt to put that into a material slot.
I really wish I had that spike right now so I could put up a weapon and just like, look at Chris, you were gonna give me a ride.
If you fail, the material's not lost. You just can't put it in until you return to town.
That's fine.
And the DC is equal to the creature's carved DC.
Should I put this in the community part bag?
I would put these in the community for now, unless you guys want to. Unless someone specifically wants them, you guys can figure that out.
Dominate beast lasts for 1 minute. Unless you cast it at 5th level.
Well, that in case it's just cast at just normal level, it can be.
Yeah. So 1 minute.
Let's see. So okay. Two.
I mean, yeah, someone could chuck the Gobble fin into their armor if they need it. Or into a trinket or something on a short rest, if we get the chance to have one.
What's CR's global?
Like 9, 6.
6. So it would be a DC 13 for the check when you guys get a short rest, obviously. So let's see
I
here.
reckon we save this other stuff and give it to Jacob.
We're about to fight.
I'm gonna power farm this dude
time
through
we're
his
gonna
early
fight-
stages.
Yeah, take him along when we fight Futalis.
Okay. I
All
also
right, buddy. All your trainings led up to this.
Don't die.
so
I'll go
just
first.
as a heads up, also since I forgot to tell you guys, this hunt is also worth 4,000 gold pieces once you complete it.
Oh,
Sweet.
Because I
Definitely worth
I
it.
didn't tell you what the guild reward was for it.
we didn't need it. The hunt is its own reward.
Hunting Elder Dragon's a prize.
So you finish. Yeah, we'll pick back up when you guys begin the hunt next week, or not next month technically. This is the last of this time, and hopefully by the time this hunt ends, we will then see what is happening with Rewix and what he finds possibly.
If we don't die.
Yeah, if I don't kill you, and then the game just ends, and then you guys are kicked out of the game forever. And I just run with Group B, who is obviously clearly a better group because they haven't died yet.
Well, neither have we, so that's not a very good way of thinking of it.
So for those watching, if you want to check out more of my stuff, you'd like what I'm doing, check out my Patreon. You can get the Monster Hunter Monster Manual, the Guide to Monster Hunting, which is everything you need to run a Monster Hunter game. If you want to become a patron, you get early access to my work I'm doing. You get monster hunts, which is kind of what we're doing right now with this group, where they're going on a hunt to try to kill something. Fucking bot is broken, stupid bot. So it's just it's patreon.com/Amellwind, which Mid said he will put in chat. Thank you, Mid. Outside of that, you also get some subspecies monsters. I think we're up to almost 30 of them now, which ranges from variants, deviants, subspecies, and all that jazz. And I'm working on something else still at the moment that I will hopefully have released soonish. Yeah, and I'll be back in an hour and 40 minutes for my next game, where they are actually still trying to rescue Rewix, and we will see how that goes. It's gonna be exciting.
They hate the luck.
All right, time to give him a lot of exploits.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. I forgot to add Vespoids, so there are underwater Vespoids in this one, just so you guys know.
What? You've got to add
They've
best
got-
boys.
They've got little air bubbles.
Yeah, the little underwater Vespoids. Cancel. I don't want to show
What
to
is it-
everyone.
what is it? The little Sonic water bubble?
I'm watching
Exactly.
I add more best boys right now.
There you go.
All right, so
Not maxed up.
that's for the next group, I'm assuming, because you can't give your own self Vespoids.
Right. You can't summon things for us.
What's wrong with y'all?
There we go.
Well, I need to capture one of these things because I made a cage specifically for doing so.
All right, so there's 8 Vespoids for the next group.
Just 8?
I mean, it's just you Mid and Logan both put in their Vespoid count. So yeah,
The viewers should throw in some too.
well, they can throw them in during the stream. So these ones are from Mike, who can't do it because he works, which is why he put them in. And I meant to use them before, and I was thinking about using them on the Tetsucabra one, but I'm like, that'll just take more time away. But it could have been funny. So now we have underwater Vespoids. They're the aquatic versions, but we're just using them.
Jellyfish.
Yeah, they're jellyfish.
Subspecies.
Yeah. But either way, I'll be back, guys. I'll see you in an hour and 40 for the next game. Next time.
See ya.
That's it.